previous stream. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. YouTube logged me out and I was unable to rejoin the stream. Sometimes I'm able to rejoin, sometimes I'm not. The YouTube app has been glitching. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if it's my phone or if it is actually the YouTube app within itself, but hopefully y'all were able to hop on to this stream from the previous one. So let me see. Let me pull up the previous stream on my iPad. Hey, King of the Weather. Glad you're able to hop onto this one. How are you doing? Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Like, as I said, sometimes YouTube just automatically logs me out. So I don't know what happened. I feel like their system is glitching a little bit. But yes, we are back in action. So I know. What did you eat for breakfast today? What was breakfast like? Thank you, King of the Weather, for sending gifts. You're gonna send gifts, all right? Shout out to you, Jazz Hands, the King of the Weather. They have sent, wow, okay, Jazz Hands, King of the Weather. They just sent 3 gifts, guys. Shout out to King of the Weather. Really, really appreciate donation. They sent another one. They doubled it by 4. Really appreciate you. Jazz Hands, the King of Weather. Thank you so much for your donation to the Uniquely Mia channel. You will help me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Really appreciate you, King of the Weather, and your donation. So what's for breakfast today? What are you eating? Excuse me. And shout out to all the people who were able to rejoin the live stream from the previous one. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I am a dual degree graduate student studying public administration, criminal justice. I got fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. So I do know there were some unanswered questions from the previous stream. So if you're able to hop on, I know some people said they would like merch from me. What type of merch would you guys want? If that is something we can do, would love to know. Would you like hoodies? Would you like shirts, hats, books? I don't know. Just let us know. Anything like that. And my mom and I were definitely looking into how we could bring that to y'all, but first we need to identify what would you guys like. But welcome back. Hey Claudia, how are you? Glad you could be here. Kat said, Mia, I love Canva. Can I design a Uniquely Mia logo or something? Yeah, for sure. If you would like, that would be awesome. You can definitely do that, Kat. Oh, to put on a shirt? You don't have to use it. I mostly want to do it for fun. Yeah, you can definitely do that and email it to me for sure, Cats. Yeah, because like I said, my mom and I, we've definitely been playing around with the idea on like different things to put on some merch, like on merch. So like, since I wear a lot of hoodies, I've just created like mock template of hoodies. So I have like a whole bunch. I guess I could show y'all some of the ones that I've created and have you guys vote which one you like more. But yeah, I would love to see a design that you could create, Cats, and you could email it to me for sure, and I could definitely see how to use it. That would be really cool. King of the Weather said, oh, thank you, King of the Weather, for the gifts. Jazz Hands to King of the Weather, guys. They're sending, okay, they doubled it again by 2. King of the Weather sent about 5 gifts, I think, in this stream alone. So thank you so much, King of the Weather, for that. Sending you Jazz Hands. Really appreciate a donation to the Uniquely Mia channel. Good morning, Claudia. Kat said, okay, read that. King of the Weather said, you haven't ate yet, okay? You're still waiting for one of your friends to come to your house because your mom has to take my friend to school. Okay. All right, nice. It's really nice of your mom. So, yeah, totally understandable that you didn't eat breakfast yet. I ate breakfast, like, literally, like, maybe an hour ago, and I've been awake for maybe 6 hours so far, and I ate breakfast an hour ago. I just had lo mein with shrimp and broccoli. It was Chinese food leftovers. Like, I froze the food. My mom, she bought food and I froze it and then I brought it to school, so I just had that. It was pretty good, honestly. Claudia said, for a second I thought the umbrella was a bat. Oh no, hopefully it didn't scare you, but I can see that. No, I can honestly. That's so funny. Now that you pointed out, like with the 2 sides, it really does look like a bat, Claudia. Hopefully it didn't scare you too much. Okay, Kat said hoodies and shirts. Okay, let me take a screenshot. So hoodies and shirts. All right, cool. Hey, John. Glad you could be here. Yeah, shout out to King of the Weather, as Kat said. What are we saying? King of the Weather said, gotta go, bye. Okay. My school starts at 9:20, but I have to go. All right, King of the Weather, pleasure having you on as always. Thank you again for your very generous donation to the Uniquely Mia channel this morning. They've purchased more than 10 gifts in total, right? So really, really, really crazy, really awesome, and really appreciate you, King of the Weather. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flank Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. For everyone else on the live stream, shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to Katz for being here. Shout out to Claudia for being here. Shout out to John. Shout out to all the returning supporters. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support of the Uniquely Mia channel. I would love to know, how's everything going for you? It is Tuesday. What are your Tuesday plans? What did you guys eat for breakfast? I'd love to know. Okay, Kat said, Mia, you should use one of those pre-order websites. That way the shirt makers only make the quantity that people bought, and you will have unsold inventory. That's a great idea, Kat. And I think I looked into it. The only thing with that, and I'm still looking at some new ones, but I think I looked into one or two companies. I think one of them, what was it, Printify? I think that was one of the name. I'll have to go back on my laptop. But the thing about those companies, I did like that idea. They were just charging, like, you guys who would buy the sweatshirt, they were charging ridiculous prices. That's the thing. Like, if I'm gonna create something to, like, for you guys to buy that represents, like, the Uniquely Mia channel, right? I want it to be something y'all like. And two, I don't want them to charge you. I don't want you guys to be charged ridiculous prices for it. So that was the only thing. It was like really ridiculous prices they were charging. But I'm still on the look for some companies. But that's a good idea. I'll probably definitely go that route once my mom and I figure out like a good company to use so you guys can get the merch. Thank you so much, 44. Glad you like my nails and my rings. I live stream my manicures on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to tune into that live stream this Friday, stay tuned. And thank you, glad you like my rings as well. I do like a ring set. This is another one of my favorite shirts, but I haven't worn it in a while. This is what I'm saying, guys. When I like pack up my clothes, either to move in or move out, I see a lot of stuff that fits me that I would definitely wear. But when I'm at school, particularly when it comes to my winter clothes, I don't unpack it. So I never see this. So I haven't even worn this semester. But when I tell you, this is so comfortable, this turtleneck, and then it's orange and it has the flowers. I do love this turtleneck. Right. This is another one of the dresses that I like. This is like a business dress, but this is more so of like once you get the job business dress. My mom's like, you could never wear this to interview. So this is like more so if you get the job, then you can wear this dress there. But it's really pretty, really comfortable. Okay, what are we saying? Hey, Syria, welcome back. Syria said YouTube mad because, wait, go away, Siri. Okay, I said Syria and Siri came up on my iPad. Syria said, YouTube mad because of your TikTok affair. Hoodies would be cool. With the, UM initial. Okay, cool. You're having oatmeal with honey and then going to the gym for boxing. What's up with you? Well, TikTok affair, guys. It wasn't a TikTok affair. I was just showing them what it was like to stream on TikTok. But I promise y'all that I'm going to make TikTok will have its own streaming schedule. So now it's going to be very rare that like the live streams merge, right? So don't worry about that in the future. Okay, said hoodies would be cool. Okay, nice. So I'll definitely create some more mock templates of hoodies. Ooh, oatmeal. My mom really likes oatmeal. Personally, for me, I'm not an oatmeal person, but when my mom eats it and makes it, it looks really, really good. And oatmeal's healthy. Shout out to you're getting your heart health. You're worried about your heart health, which is always great. Love to see it, right? Wait, what? Sorry, guys. Somebody text me. All right, sorry about that. Who's on? Okay. Oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you so much, big as man for sending 2 gifts, sending you jazz hands. Or shout out to Big As Man. They have purchased a gift floating heart and they sent 2 gifts. Thank you so much. A total of 3 gifts. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income made up for social media goes in its own separate account, and one day you'll be right there with me paying a portion. Thank you so much. So what's up with me today, Syria? I am going to be packing up, right? So this live stream, I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm going to be packing up a lot. So I am folding up some clothes that I will be bringing home because I'm moving out very soon, right? So no longer going to be in this residence hall. Thank you again, Big Ass Man, for sending another gift. Jazz hands to you, Jazz hands to you. Thank you so much for donating. They sent another one. They doubled it. Shout out to you, shout out to you. Thank you so much for your donation, for spending your hard-earned money. They sent another gift, guys. Jazz hands to you. Thank you so much, Big Ass Man. I really appreciate you. Another one. Shout out to you, shout out to you. Oh, Big Gas Man. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Big Gas Man. They have purchased a lot and a lot of super chats. Shout out to you, Big Gas Man. They purchased a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shout out to Big Gas Man. They purchased a total of 9 gifts today. I really do appreciate your donation to the Unique Lamia channel. Jazz hands to you. You guys purchased so much, my hands are getting tired. really appreciate your donation. Thank you so much for spending your hard-earned money. It really means a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna be packing up my clothes today and just staying inside. I did do some schoolwork this morning, which is why I woke up so early. And that's it. This weekend, I was thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, should I go to the gym like more than 2 days a week? Because I have the time to do so. But I'm like, I've been out of the gym for a while. I feel like if I go more than 2 days a week, I might fall down. But I might go to the gym earlier than Saturday, but I'd probably not. I say that now, and I don't think I will. But I could go to the gym. But I have to get money for the saving challenge. Are you guys continuing to save, guys? I promise you, I know I haven't dropped a few saving videos in a while. One, because I no longer have my money. I gave it to my mom when I was home and I forgot to take it back. So I don't even have the Ziploc bag of money that I was saving. Queen Mother has it for me. So that's one reason why I didn't drop a video this Monday. And 2, I didn't withdraw any money to save, so I'm going to have to get that. I think for the month of December, I told you guys previously in my last saving video, I saved a total of $900 so far. So I think I'm just going to save $200 more. So that's not $10 a day. If I were to save like $10 a day for the month of December, that'll probably be like $350 I'll have to take out. But I don't want to do that, one, because for this month, it just doesn't fit into my budget, right? Because I had to pay for Ubers and like my airline tickets, right? So don't have enough for that. And 2, I already practically met my saving goal, right? So I'm just going to save $200 more and add that in for a total of like $1,100 I'll have, I think. So yeah, and my saving goals will have been met. But remember, guys, continue to save your money until the end of 2025. What I will do on December 31st, the last day of the year, I'll do the final count for you guys to show you the total Unique Lamia I saved, because I might add a little extra there because I got birthday gifts. I got birthday gifts items, right? They gave me cash, so I might add some there to show you guys the final count. So yeah. But remember to continue to save. $5 a day if you can, $1 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, whatever you can afford. What were you guys saying? I know I'm behind a little bit. Okay. Kat said that that makes sense, keeping us in mind with the pricing. Yeah, my pleasure, Cats. Yeah, definitely pricing is a factor, because I'm not going to make something and sell it to you guys for a ridiculous price, right? If it's not good quality, right? Because I remember one time, and I think you were on that stream too, Cats. I remember one time my mom and I were in Manhattan, 34th Street, and we went to like a leather jacket store, and my mom was like, you should get a leather jacket with Unique Lamia in the back. I didn't get the jacket. It was a good idea. My mom says she still wants me to get it. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it in the future. But I didn't get it because she was like, I could get the jacket and then I could sell it to you guys as my supporters, right? But I would have to sell it to y'all for like more than $100 because it's real leather, but I know that's a decent amount of money, right? So anytime I make something, if one day in the future when I do start selling merch to y'all, I do want it to be, one, good quality, but I also want it to be cost effective, so it's accessible to all individuals. So yeah, pricing is definitely an important factor, for sure. Okay, what are we saying? And thank you so much, Big Ass Man, for the gifts. Again, your purchases, it really means a lot. Show us the sock. You saw the sock. This is the sock right here, guys. You saw that, Aaron? Okay. What are you saying? Happy birthday to your bro, Gabe. Hopefully you have a great day on your birthday, Gabe. Eat a lot of cake. If cake's not your forte, eat your favorite meal, because we all have to eat. Claudia said, I've had oatmeal this for breakfast. Nice. Ooh, you made yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Nice. What type of jelly do you use? I love grape jelly with the peanut butter. Do you use strawberry jelly, grape jelly? Those are the only 2 jellies that I know about. Are there more, guys? But those are the only 2. But strawberry jelly and peanut butter, it sounds good, but I've never had it. Kat said my instinct would be, okay, for girly design, that represents Mia, but that may be a turn away for some male supporters who want to buy shirts. Some guys don't like pink flowery designs. Well, Cats, you can still make the girly one because I've definitely made some gender neutral ones in the mock-up, right? And like I said, what I think I'm going to do as my mom, like once my mom and I figure out what company we want, or even before then, once my mom and I finalize the designs, what I can do is I can make the designs public for y'all so you guys can vote, right? Or so you guys can vote on which design you like the most, right? So obviously one will be like more gender neutral for the males and one can definitely be like girly for sure. And that girly design, nothing wrong with that, honestly, nothing wrong with that. Okay, what do you say? Thank you again, Big Gas Band, for the gift. Really appreciate you. I need to get something to drink. I'm gonna have to go outside. I hope that like places on my campus are open because I'm running low on water. What happened this semester, I refused to use a Brita, mostly because my mom doesn't use a Brita and she said sometimes when she drinks the Brita water, it doesn't taste clean to her, and I've noticed that I've experienced that too. So this semester I was buying bottles of water and I thought I bought enough water to last me to the end of the semester, but apparently I didn't. So I had to spend up my dining dollars like last week, so I bought a lot of juice because I hate Dasani. I do not like Dasani. So juice is good, but like juice does not like quench your thirst, if that makes sense, right? I feel like juice is like a fun drink when you want to drink something, but you're not thirsty, you drink juice. But like when you're really thirsty, you need to drink water. Have y'all experienced that, or is that just me? I don't know. So we got orange juice. Minute Maid is what my school sells. I was very parched. Wow. Wow, man. Extremely parched, guys. You know when you're thirsty and something burns your throat when you, like, drink it? Oh, that juice right there. Wow. Okay. Kat said, maybe the logo design on the merch can be a bit more gender neutral. But there's an option to get it pink for the girls. Okay, nice. Great idea. I like that idea, honestly. Welcome back, 143. Arrowhead tastes real bad. What in the world is that? Is that an energy drink, Claudia? I've never had that one. Hey, Glenn. Welcome, welcome. You only drink juice in the morning? Okay, nice. What's your favorite juice to drink in the morning, George? Welcome. Skills, glad you could be here. Sirius said, packing is always bittersweet, closing one door but opening another. I always leave lots of stuff behind when I move. Maybe it's a guy thing. Yeah, I can't leave anything behind at my school. They would charge me, but it ain't bittersweet for me. I'm always happy when I get to move out of my dorm room, guys. I'm always happy. Like, I am happy I get to leave this dorm room, guys. I am not connected to this room in any way. And that could just be a me thing, right? I've never liked living on campus, right? It's like the idea. Like, I know in the past I've complained about how I don't like school. It's not that I don't like school, right? It gives a lot of anxiety and stress, but it's mostly because I'm away from home, right? And I'm away from my mom, so school is fine for me. But my dorm room, it's like my dorm room, I see it as a place that you're taking me away from my mom because, like, or you're taking me away from, like, I just have to be here, so I don't like my dorm room at all. So it has never been a sweet when I leave. I'm like, ooh, bye. So that's how I approach my dorm room, honestly. But I could never leave anything here because they would charge me for it. And when I tell you my school is strict with it, they're strict for it. I was an RA, so I know what's like in the back end. They do not care. So, like, you got to take everything out of here. Okay. Oh, it's a brand of water. Okay. I have to look into that. Is it mineral water or is it regular? So this is another fun dress that I really like. It's more so of a summer dress, and I haven't worn this out. Oh, I can wear this in the winter, but I have to layer it. But this dress is so fun to wear. I want to bring this home, but, like, I don't think it can fit in my carry because I have to bring Christmas gifts home. I bought Christmas gifts, so I'm going to bring this not this time, but next time I come back to the state in which I attend school, I'm going to go through the suitcase and bring stuff that I want to bring home there. So I'm just going to put this on top, but just know that I will be bringing, you guys will see uniquely me wearing this outfit next year because I can't bring it down now. This was on sale too. My mom found this dress for me. She's my mom, like I'm telling you, Queen Mother is like my stylist. She finds a lot of good stuff. This is another working dress that my mom got. She got this one from Amazon. So as you can see, it's mostly a lot of like winter clothes I have packed. Now these are old. I could donate these. These are older. These are definitely a little too short for me now. So this, I'm okay with donating this. So I can put that to the side. Another working dress that I have. And I wore all this because I had it when I was an undergraduate student. I was a student assistant, so I had to work in the office. So like my mom bought me a whole bunch of like professional clothes to wear. So that's why I have so much. Okay. Sirius said, okay, read that. Okay, OJ, orange juice is good. Happy Taco Tuesday to you as well. What's your favorite taco? I've never had a taco though. I like nachos. Can I eat the nachos, like the nachos and cheese on Taco Tuesday? Can I do something like that? Because that would be really cool. Hey, Tone. Okay. Claudia said, I searched up the gold dress. Oh, you like it? Nice. It's on sales? Are you gonna get it? We could twin. We could twin. That's really nice. Really nice. Awesome. And you know what, Claudia? If you don't have a birthday coming up and you want the dress and you need a reason to justify wearing it, I mean, you'll be twinning with Uniquely Mia, right? That's really cool. And two, New Year's Eve is coming up, Christmas, right? Even if you're not having a party that day or going to a party, you can dress up for yourself. Like in my household, it's too cold to go outside on Christmas, right? And 9 times out of 10, everywhere is closed, right? But I have this Christmas dress that I religiously wear on Christmas. Literally, it looks like a Halloween costume, but I found it on sale from Forever 21 a few years ago. I wear that every single year on Christmas because it's fun, right? You're pretty as well. You're pretty as well, world. Thank you so much for your kind words. How are you doing today? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, eat with me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Would love to know, how's your day going today? Right now, I am packing up some of my clothes because I am moving out of my dorm room. So we're just folding. Once we're done with folding all the clothes into this suitcase, I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna pack up like some of the decorations that I have, things like that. These jeans are extremely comfortable, guys. If you are a female watching this, get jeans from the men's section. If you have not tried buying jeans from the men's section yet, and you want your jeans to be like baggy sometimes, and sometimes you just want baggy jeans at an affordable price, because sometimes female baggy jeans, ridiculous price, go to the men's section and buy some jeans. My mom got these jeans from the men's section for herself. It didn't fit her. She gave it to me. When I tell you, these are by far one of my favorite jeans that I can ever wear. Like if I need a pair of casual jeans and I just want something to throw on and it's comfy, this is what you need right here. This is what you need right here. These are really comfy. Okay. You fold your clothes in a very unique way. Really? I fold my clothes in a unique way, guys. You know what? It all fits. Yeah, I will say it's not even cohesive much, right? I don't know. I fold it to make it fit. That's how I like to describe it. I fold my clothes to make it fit. We know what this is. This is like the LaGuardia sweater. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, all this stuff I could bring back home with me, but, like, I refuse to pay money to check a suitcase. Because I'm like, I could wear this now. It's cold. But I'm not paying to check a suitcase. Uniquely Mia can be cheap when she wants to, guys. So that's what we're seeing right now. This is okay for, I guess I can point out all the clothes that my mom hates as well. These pants, my mom hates these pants. When I tell you she hates these with a passion, why? I've worn this a ridiculous amount of times. I wear these to work. Sometimes in the summer, I wear them to travel. They are so comfortable. Like, anytime I wear it, she looks at these pants and she's like, why do you still have these? Like, I don't sound like my mom, but her face always, like, she always, like, scrunches up her face. And she's like, you need to throw these away. You need to donate these pants. These pants are not. She doesn't say donate. She just says throw it away. That's how much she doesn't like these pants. But, like, when I tell you they're so comfy, they're, like, silk. And then the ruching gives it, like, a cool design, which I do like. Super duper comfy. But how is everyone's day going today? I would love to know. This is another skirt. My mom gave me the skirt.
This was like a working skirt, but then one time when I actually wore it, my mom told me she didn't like how it looked on me. So that was really funny. We're bringing exercising clothes, obviously, right? We're going to force ourselves to continue the exercising routine when we go home. So we need to pack our exercising clothes. This is a must, all right? We're going to pack this just because it's new. This is like that Reebok sweatshirt or suit that my mom bought me before I moved in on campus. My mom does not have that much space in her. We'll see. Sirius said, was wondering, Mia, okay, since you got the dancing bug now, lol, are you going to continue the journey by just maybe learning some dances like the tango or cha-cha? That would be cool to learn the tango or cha-cha. I mean, yeah, for sure, Styria. I'll continue to dance because I like dancing, right? It's just fun to do. Even though, like, people said I can't dance, I can't dance, right? I know I can't dance, but it's fun, right? I'll continue to do those videos for y'all, right? Because it's fun to make. And in the future, for sure, it'll be really cool to learn the tango or cha-cha. I will say, go watch my most recent Full Nutritional YouTube video, Sierra and everyone else, if you guys haven't seen it. I think G and myself, I think we tried to do the waltz. He dropped me on the floor. I think that's what it was, the waltz. In his defense, I forgot that he wasn't that strong yet to hold my body weight. So you know when people do the waltz and like the guy dips the female? I went back and I thought G would be able to hold my body weight, and he didn't, so he dropped me. I forgot that he couldn't hold my weight for some reason in that moment of time. It was really funny. But go watch that Fully Nutritional YouTube video if you want to see what I'm talking about. But it would be definitely fun to learn the tango and cha-cha. That would definitely be fun, for sure. But I think that would be like dance lessons. So like I need to make a little bit more income to do that, right? So in the future, for sure, like the more income I make, the more like things I'll be able to pay for and get. I think YouTube content can definitely open to see like videos of Uniquely Mia learning how to dance and things like that. That'll be fun for sure. So in the future, yeah, definitely. Hey Evan, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. The old stream was still running. Yeah, I know it's still on, Evan. For the most part, I think it's going to disappear on its own because I'm unable to rejoin that live stream. Like I'm trying to and I can't rejoin it. So what has happened in the past when live streams are just continuously running, it disappears on its own. So thanks for letting me know, but hopefully it disappears soon. But how are you doing today, Evan? Hey country kid, how are you doing today? Welcome back. It's been a while since you've been here. Who's that person? I don't know who that is who you said to call. Jimmy said, are you going to get the EBT food stamp chip implant? What in the world? That sounds so science fiction. No, I'm not getting that, but like, that's what they're doing now? I did not know they were doing that. That sounds so science fiction in a way. Is that a bat? Vote you and Claudia. So that looks like a bat, and now I can't unsee it. No, it is my umbrella. Guys, if there was a bat in here, I would freak out so much. I would go crazy. I love these jeans, but my mom does not like these jeans. I love it though. I really do. I got this from Urban Outfitters, I think 2 years ago. Guys, every December, Urban Outfitters has a sale. Hide my phone from me in December, because if you do not hide my phone from me like around Christmas season in December and I go on Urban Outfitters website, I'm buying something. It's so bad. I had to learn self-control. So in the past, I was on Urban Outfitters website in December and these were on sale for like $30. And yes, it sounds expensive, but it's Urban and Urban Outfitters are already expensive. So $30 was a good buy for some jeans. I bought these. I have never regretted buying these jeans. They are so comfy. They are baggy. Love these jeans. But my mom, she despises these jeans with a passion. She's like, you're always wearing these jeans. She does not like these jeans at all. But when I tell you, I love these jeans so much. I just love the store Urban Outfitters in general. It's a good store, Urban. It's a good store. They need to sponsor me one day. Urban Outfitters, you're a good store. Excuse me. Hey Prince, yes, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Tom said, why are American women offended when I say I have no interest? I'm homeless. They shouldn't even warn a response, delusional specimen. I mean, are you generalizing that? I'm an American female and I feel no way of you telling me about that.
Yeah. I would just say that, like, if you're homeless by choice, live your life. Because there are some people who's homeless by choice, and I don't understand that, right? But it's not for me to understand. That's your life. You live your life. But if you're homeless not by choice, I would just say that definitely look into the resources that are available to help you get out of that homelessness if that's something you want to do, right? Sierra said, hey, Evan, we're going to learn the tango. Nice. Do you know how to tango? Does anyone in the chat know how to tango? Hey, how are you doing? These self-proclaimed wise men. That's such a funny name. I like 304s that do after arts and craft. What's a 304? Yes, this is orange juice. Minute Maid orange juice, Anthony. Hey, how are you doing, Kelly? Glad you could be here. Okay, Anthony, you thought it was a bat too? I can't unsee it. Like, that's the wing, that's the wing, and then that could be the mat, like the head hanging down right there. It's like a Halloween decoration. Claudio put the bat emoji. Sierra said G or J has a dance. Has a dance. He does. I do it too. The bending over. Oh, with the hands. Yeah, it was G. He's the one who showed me. My mom said it was the Rakai dance. Because, like, on my birthday, we were recording content, and he just started doing that. And my mom was like, it's Rakai. It's the Rakai dance. Like, the Rakai, the streamer from Kai Cenat. That's the Rakai. So, but G knows how to dance. I did not know he knew how to dance. Honestly. Okay, we're going to pack this. This is like an exercising shirt I wear. Exercising shirt. Exercising shirt. Hey, how are you doing? What are you saying? French bulldog available, interested. If not, ignore. I don't want the dog, but I just read the comment. And yeah, I don't want the bulldog though. No, thank you. Okay, this is a Gap hoodie. As you can see, Unique Mia likes hoodie. It's my outfit of choice, right? Like, it's okay. It's not saying that I love hoodies or that I'm obsessed with it. It's just like if I'm not doing something that requires me to dress up, or if I'm not like traveling somewhere, right? My go-to outfit of choice is a hoodie or like a sweatsuit because they're soft, they're comfy, they're oversized, and especially if you get like a matching hoodie and sweatsuit outfit, you can look very put together like that, right? So it's definitely my outfit of choice most of the time. Look at this. This thing still got the tag on it. Like, why does this have the tag on it? I've never worn this. This is a turtleneck. You know why I probably didn't wear this? Because this is one of those turtlenecks that is form-fitting to you. I'm lying. It's not form-fitting. I don't know why I never wore that. Okay, a suit. Suit jacket. It's always good to have a suit jacket. So we're gonna... Hold on, wait. I have so much stuff that I'm supposed to be bringing home to fit in my mom's carry-on. All that stuff is not fitting. So, what are we having? Pajamas. Have to bring pajamas home. This is another hoodie, Aeropostale. I will say these Aeropostale hoodies have gotten kind of small because I got them when I was younger. Now I buy all my hoodies from Aeropostale oversized, so like they fit bigger. But yeah. Okay, what are we saying? Have Mercy from Kenya. Hey, welcome from Kenya. How are you doing today? Did you ever do debates in class? Debates. Did I do debates? It wasn't debates where like we verbally debate, if that makes sense. It was more so of like discussion post debates, right? So, nah. I've never had like a verbal debate. Like it was either our professor just wanted us to write papers, right? Like that. Like when we had papers and we had to disagree with our classmate, we just like verbally wrote that down. So yeah. I guess I have, but it was never verbal. So shout out to you guys as my supporters. Like as Queen Mother would say, you guys are definitely allowing me to acquire some new skills, right? Because I feel like some supporters on stream, when I share my views, I guess it can turn into a debate a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with a debate. I don't see debates as negative. I know some people see debates as a negative thing. I really don't. As long as it's like occurring respectfully, right? It's good to have them because you're able to hear people's differing opinions and understand why people believe that thing and etc., right? And when I was at my school, I did serve as like an associate justice at my school, so it was kind of like a judge, but we never had debates as an associate justice. We would just have like a panel, and like it was like a student government association at my school, right? So I was the judge. They had like 3 other judges, and then they would have the senators who would like convey their point to us, and we would just ask them questions. Because remember, a judge is a neutral party. You're not debating as a judge. You're like somebody just interpreting the law, right? So I never really had an informal debate. So yeah. I liked being associate justice, but I didn't. They asked too much. Like, why did they have me out of my room like at 9 p.m.? Literally 9 p.m. They thought that was normal. I remember one time when I had to write like, what was it? The judicial review. Why did they have us in the student room writing the judicial review like at 10 p.m. at night? I looked around at these people. In the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not getting paid for this. This is a great opportunity, but like, no. I left them. I'm like, I'm not staying here. So I didn't do that for long, but it was fun while it lasted. But 9 p.m., 10 p.m. in the night for a volunteer position? No. No. Hey Blake, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Have you ever coughed so much you see stars? No. I've coughed. One time I've coughed a lot where my throat like got dry, really parched. That hurt. But never where I saw stars. If you've experienced that, go to the doctor. I don't think that's normal. I want you to be okay, right? All right, so we're packing up some more stuff. So another shirt. You guys really did like this one. I wore this first time I ever wore it was on stream. So you really did like that one. This is a good summer shirt, but I don't really need summer shirts now because it's like cold. So we're just gonna pack up the summer stuff. Like this is all good stuff. Like I want to bring these stuff home, but they're gonna come home in sections because what is uniquely me and not doing? We're not paying to check a bag. So everything gotta fit in the carry-on. So I have to leave this. I have to put this in the suitcase. I can't bring it down this time. Luckily, it's too cold in New York, so I can't even wear this. But it's a good fall winter outfit or pants. What are we saying? What's the best volunteer positions I've ever had? 1 minute. Oh, snap. That's empty. Wait a minute, guys. Okay. 1 minute. Ow, my knees. Ow. My knee, that thing, wow. Don't sit down for too long. My knee's gonna stretch out. Not good. Ow. Okay. The best volunteer position I've ever had. I feel like I like going, like, I guess when I'm in South America, right? And I get to, like, give back to the community. Because normally what my mom and I do in South America, we make goodie bags, right? So we'll make goodie bags and, like, we'll, like, go and give it to, like, the little kids that we see. That's really fun to do because, I don't know. I don't want to say I like doing stuff and I like seeing the impact on what I do, but I like doing stuff and I like seeing the impact on what I do, right? So like when I was an associate justice at my school, great opportunity, really great resume building opportunity, was able to a little bit see what it's like to be a judge, right? But like at the end of the day, I don't really see my impact. It's kind of like they were just having us make stuff up, right? Because that's what they did. They had us make stuff up and we were writing like fake judicial reviews, right? So there was really no impact on that, aside from the learning experience of it, which is really great. But like when I go to South America with my mom and we do like the community service initiatives where we're making goodie bags for like little kids from low income communities and we're like giving the bags away and things like that, I'm able to see the impact that we're having on the kids, right? Like their face, their smile, and just in general with a hands-on process of it. So that's definitely my favorite volunteer or community service opportunities that I do. So yeah, it's really fun. Even in New York, too, because in New York, my mom and I did make the goodie bags, or not goodie bags, my mom and I did take toys, and we gave it to kids in a park. We just randomly gave the toys out to them, so stuff like that is really fun for me to do. Very stylish clothing. Thank you, Claudia. Do you shave or wax? One time I waxed off my mustache. That thing hurt. Well, 2 times I did that because my mom was like, you need to take off your mustache, right? That thing hurt. I will never ever again in my life subject myself to waxing off my mustache. Do you wax your mustache off or no? What are we saying? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. What's your name? Hey, Saga. Glad you could be here. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm just packing up my stuff. We're moving out soon. It looks like I did no progress. I'm looking at the stuff. It looks like no progress has been made, but I promise you progress is being made. We're going to have to go in my closet now because I have clothes in my closet. We're going to take all that stuff off the hanger and just pack it up in the suitcase. Syria said, I went for the Model United Nations conference in Russia. Very cool. When you was in high school, and the debates were crazy. Really, wow. World War III was declared. Wow, like 10 times. What? Luckily, it was make-believe. No. Luckily, it was make-believe. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like you said, Syria, that was like a great opportunity for you to do and see like how easily people who were just doing something pretend wanted to declare World War III. That really puts it into perspective how good politicians are, right? How good these people, like government leaders, country leaders are, because they're having debates about real things. And imagine how many times they want to call World War III to happen, but they don't do it because they know the impact it can have on society, right? So that's what I'm saying, right? Sometimes when I stream for you guys as my supporters, we'll discuss something related to feminism, right? That's the most controversial thing that for some reason my supporters, anytime we discuss it, sometimes people always have something crazy to say against feminism, right? And I'm advocating for it, right? So I say this to say that like we have these debates about that feminism or equal opportunity or etc. on my channel, and it's allowing us to build skills, right? And so these skills are good because you never know where someone's going to end up in their like forever job or like their dream job. You never know, but who knows? Maybe somebody who engages in a debate with feminism with Uniquely Me and supporters, maybe one day they'll be a leader of a country, right? You never know. And because of our live stream discussions, they're not going to declare World War III, right? You guys have acquired the skills to see, okay, you disagree with me. This is why you disagree. This is why I believe this. What can we do to alleviate the situation without pushing the button for the missiles, right? So it's very important, very important. But that sounds like an awesome opportunity, Syria, for sure. Very cool, very cool. It's awesome. Hey, Mr. B, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. What do you do now if you're willing to share? You don't have to share, but like for you to say that you went for like the Model United Nations conference in Russia when you were in high school. Very curious to see what you do now, but you don't have to share if you don't want to at all. Hey, 4988, how are you doing today? You said you thought I was your little sister from Blacklight. And oh, okay, China Anne McClain again. I know she's in that show. I get that a lot. That I look like her. Hey, how are you doing, visitor? Glad you could be here. Love Positive said your outlook on life is reflection. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. Just stop listening to liberals. Problem solved. Really? I think you need to go and reevaluate history, guys. You really do. For the person who said that, I think you should go reevaluate history a little bit. Anyway, how old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. If you want to know my age, I'm going to make it very easy for y'all. Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, watch my birthday playlist adventure videos. Very easy for y'all. Happy watching. Hopefully you enjoy it. Mr. B said, I hope you remembered me, Graveyard. Yes, I do remember you. And oh yeah, you were the one who said you and your friends were chillaxing in the graveyard. I remembered your name, but you just put that little graveyard there. It's solidified. I remember what our discussion as well. Are you staying away from graveyards now with your friend? Did you guys find out a new hangout spot? Maybe the movies, the mall, somewhere more public, a library, right? With the living. Did you find somewhere better? Okay, so let's pack up. We have this skirt. I've never even worn it on campus, right? But it's a cool skirt. It's more so of a summer, fall skirt, but I like maxi skirts, so this is kind of in between. It's like a pretty skirt. I haven't worn it in a while though. You can't even see the full length of it, but Never mind. Sorry, guys. But this is the skirt. Very pretty. We'll bring this home at a later date because it's summer. Like summer, fall. It's currently winter time in America, so we don't need it. It's not a top priority. Okay. It was a little chaotic for a minute. Let's go through everything and see what we got. Question. Do y'all think oranges... can't even talk. Do y'all think orange juice can make you feel sick? Because tell me why I'm continuously drinking this orange juice. My throat is feeling a little scratchy and it feels like my nose is getting stuffy. I'm not even lying when I tell you, prior to starting the stream, my throat was fine and my nose did not feel how it's feeling. Can orange juice make you sick? I think orange juice is making me sick or get the symptoms of it. Okay, Mr. B, you said yes? What? That's crazy. What are we saying? Yes, I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. Yeah, I had 3 skirts on 1 hanger, love positive. I did. But I don't know. That's the thing. I was being lazy. Like, Uniquely Me is not a lazy person, but when it comes to hanging up her clothes, I am low-key lazy with hanging up my clothes. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't. Hey, Jonte. Glad you could be here. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you? Mr. B said right now we are in our hotel room working on our projects. Okay, nice. Glad you guys came out of the graveyard. That's always great. Luck on your projects. Ooh, you have a sister named Mia? Okay. Your sister has an awesome name. Good morning, D7J. How are you doing today? Jonte said, yeah, because of the pulp and the acid. Really? Thank you for that. Sometimes I just get orange juice and I drink it and I'm like, why in the world does it make me feel weird? So where's the disclaimer? This isn't right. What do you mean this makes you feel sick? You're supposed to drink it as a preventative measure and you're telling me this makes you feel sick? Blasphemy. Cut that off. No more orange juice at all. If I had like my wand like Harry Potter, like I would do like Expelliarmus with that thing right there. Oh my god, bro. I apologize. That was crazy. A lot happened in that short time. Like, literally, that was less than a minute and a lot just happened right there, man. But no, I would do that. It would fly back and it would explode. That was funny, man. Anyway, what are we saying? Okay, Claudia said maybe the citrus makes you feel that way. Okay. It's something, but thank you guys for that. So... thank you for telling me your theories, but I have to stop drinking this because literally I was drinking and I'm like, why do I feel like this? Happy Tuesday, D7J. How's your day going? What are your plans for today? Claudia, I don't think I asked you, what are you doing today? Is it a chill day for you? Are you staying inside, going out? Excuse me. Oh, it's related to an Android project. Awesome. Very cool. You're beautiful as well, 8518. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. How are you doing today? Sirius said, sorry in advance. Okay. I feel like I will butcher the pronunciation of that. But I see scientist. I'm gonna Google what type of scientist that is. But I feel like if I say the first one, I might butcher the pronunciation. I get tongue-tied. You said you use math, science, and statistics and financial theory to manage risk and uncertainty. Wow, sounds really cool. I basically predict the future. Wow. And their financial impact. Syria, I need you to come to the front, Syria. What stocks are going to go up? What stocks should Queen Mother invest in and everybody else in the stream right now, Syria?
I need you to come to the front, Syria. Let us know. Nobody ever got to know what you told us. Just type in what stock we need to invest in, all right? All right? That's what I'm hearing. Sounds like a really cool. Sounds really, really cool. Okay. We got some cool stuff happening. That sounds like a very cool set of skills that you got. I did take statistics when I was an undergrad and like a little bit as a graduate student. I did like my statistics classes a lot. It was really cool. But I didn't minor in it. I thought about minoring in it, but I didn't. And then I came to grad school and they had a lot of statistics there, so I should have just minored in it, but it's okay. Sounds really cool though. Jonte said, I like admiring open-minded and intelligent women like yourself. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. Hello. How are you doing, Ollie? Glad you could be here. How's your day going? Am I younger than you? I don't know. How old are you? Claudia said, in the afternoon, I'll be working from home. I have the morning off. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Well, thank you, Claudia. Shout out to Claudia for spending her morning with Uniquely Mia. Shout out to everyone for spending your morning with Uniquely Mia on the stream today. It really, really means a lot. Remember, have a positive mindset. Go out into the world, make an awesome impact, right? Achieve your goals. Small goals every day is what you got to check off your box, right? So that is extremely amazing, and I'm glad that y'all decided to spend a little bit of your morning here on the stream with Uniquely Mia today. All right, what else are we saying? What grade did you get in statistics? I got an A. I got an A in statistics. That's what I'm saying. It was enjoyable. I did like the class. I did like the professor. I don't know why. Okay, you know why I didn't minor in statistics is because I read the professor's reviews on Rate My Professor for the other classes. When I tell you the reviews were terrible, everybody was like, they got C's and they got D's and it's because of the professor. It's because of the professor. And I'm not one to like believe reviews. However, I'm a strong contender. If a professor has consistent negative reviews, that means they're really negative because not everybody's going to lie about it, right? So that was one of the main reasons why I did not minor in statistics, because I'm a future thinker. So if I thought about minoring in it, I looked at the class, I looked at professors, all bad reviews, so I didn't do it. But it was fun, right? And it's like, even though I didn't explicitly take statistics classes, I can say I know a little bit about it, but not to the extent as you, Syria, because that's what you work with every day, most likely, right? All right, what are we saying? What about you? I'm 20. Okay, cool. Are you actually my age? I go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my birthday adventure videos in the birthday chat. Okay. Please don't be someone's BM. Okay. J20. What's J20? You're good at statistics. That's amazing. Thanks. Yeah, I use a lot of, what is it? SPSS. So I'm your data analysis person, you can say. These pants are really comfy. Ow! That hurt, dude. I like these pants. But black pants, guys, why does black pants like attract stuff? Literally. Like, I have this winter jacket. If I were to wear this with this black pants, it would literally become white because it would pick up everything. So these pants are clean. I washed them. I haven't worn them in a while. They're clean. But like, it doesn't look clean because they're black and they have like the lint or whatever. I got these on sale from Forever 21 for like $10. When I tell you they're so comfy, they're so comfy. This is another Urban Outfitters find that I really love. We can't bring these home though because I could bring it home, but I'm not gonna bring it home this time because it's cold in New York and as you can see, it's distressed, so it doesn't make sense for it to take space up, and I can't even wear it anytime soon, right? What are we saying? What are you guys saying? Hey, Evan, how's everything going with you today, Evan? Hey, how you doing, Marie? Marie asks, what solid advice you give your kid and why? Ew, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't have a kid, but if I had to give them advice, what advice would I give them? You're a Nepo baby. Thank me for it. And have a good Nepo baby life.
But that's what I would give that advice to, honestly. Enjoy being a Nepo baby. I worked hard for it. Enjoy the fruits of my labor. Go to Milan. Buy me, make sure to stop at Prada and get me this bag that I want. So yeah, that's what I would tell them. But I guess my younger self, my younger self. So that's what I would tell my kid if I had one, right? But to tell my younger self advice, since I am not a Nepo baby, right? To tell my younger self advice, I didn't even wear these. What would I tell myself? I don't know. What would I tell myself? Don't be a chicken? Yeah, don't be a chicken. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself. Don't be a chicken. Because, like I said, I'm happy with the degree path that I've taken. Honestly, I'm really happy with it, right? So, I have a lot of, like, good degrees and things like that. But I guess I'll tell myself not to be a chicken, because if I wasn't a chicken, particularly when it came to my academics, like I said, I probably would have minored in statistics. I did like it, right? So I probably would have definitely minored in statistics. It would have given me more skills that I have, right? And statistics is seen as competitive by employers, right? So that would have been good. I had a finance minor. I probably would have still dropped the finance minor, to be honest. I did not want to do that. The professor scared me for real. But I wouldn't be a chicken. I would definitely take those, or at least take one of those quote-unquote hard classes to see what it looks like, right? So, but I'm happy with the path that I went on, because I was able to do it, like, with academic excellence, right? Even though it was hard, right? I was able to get the grades that I wanted, and it doesn't really matter now, because now I have more than one degree. I'm gonna have 2 master's degrees, so it doesn't really matter now. But I would have definitely told myself not to be a chicken and just, like, take at least one of the classes, see if you like it or not. Okay, Sirius said, I got you and Queen Mother for sure. Okay, nice. The first one you recommend is gold. Okay, you can never go wrong with gold. Okay, so the gold stock. Okay, nice. We'll definitely look into that for sure. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, this is my graduation suit. Did you guys ever see this? This is what I wore when I graduated from undergrad. Pink is my favorite color. I had to do a pink moment for undergrad. I don't think I ever saw it. I privated that video. When I graduate from this university, I'll unprivate my graduation video for y'all. It looks tight because, remember, I'm wearing baggy sleeves. So, but it's not tight for me. And it's wrinkled right now. But had to do like a Legally Blonde moment, even though it wasn't law school. I had to do Legally Blonde with the pink. So yeah, this was my graduation fit. It's really cool. I was the only one with color on the stage. Everybody else was wearing not color. All you saw when I walked across the stage was the pink and the graduation gown, of course. So yeah. Okay, what were y'all saying? Ollie said, you are not looking gorgeous in this dress. Really sorry. Oh, you don't like my outfit? That's okay. That's okay. Sirius said, I'm also curious, Mia, what kind of person were you in high school? Any cool memories? What kind of person was I in high school? I don't know. I feel like I was normal. I always like to say I always like to say I was a little bit mean. I don't know. I don't want to say I was mean to my mom, but I was a little bit mean to my mom in high school. Why? I don't know. Or was it elementary school? I wasn't mean to my mom in high school. It was elementary school, I feel like. Yeah. Well, that's a lie. Maybe freshman year in high school I was mean to my mom. But after freshman year, I don't want to say something traumatizing happened, but I was much more nicer to my mom after that. So after freshman year, for sure. But I was normal, I feel like, in high school, right? I didn't really do much extracurriculars. Like, I was never really a sports person in school. So I wasn't in, like, any sports thingies or anything like that. My grades was okay. It was okay. I got AB. ABs are good, but I wasn't, like, dead set on saying I need all A's. In high school, I wasn't like that. Like, as long as I had, like, above a 3.0 GPA, it was fine with me. So, yeah, I think it was normal. Hey, Amber, how are you doing? Claudia said, they tell their younger self, enjoy your childhood. Don't be afraid to speak up. Prepare yourself for adulthood because it gets crazy. No, that's honestly some good advice for sure. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. And telling kids to speak up should be, yeah, that should be encouraged, honestly. I do agree. That's some good one. Claudia said, okay, read that. Love Positive said, what color are you wearing for your master's graduation? Pinkety pink. Pinkety pink and white. I'm not going to show you the outfit, but I could give you a sneak peek of the collar. You see that? You see that? You don't see nothing. You just see a little bit of white. But yeah, it's a dress. I will tell you that. It's pretty. I tried it on. It's a dress and it's pink and white. So my favorite color is pink, so I always try to incorporate my favorite colors into anything I do. Like, if you've noticed, if you're a supporter and you've watched, like, if you've been a consistent supporter and if you've watched, like, my full nutritional YouTube videos, sometimes I'll upload, like, a video or do an outfit video showing you guys what I'm about to present in class. Anytime I have to do something nerve-wracking or something important, I'm wearing pink, right? Anytime I have a class presentation, I'm nervous, full-on pink outfit I'm wearing. Or if I have something really exciting, like my birthday, I mean, my mom chose my birthday outfit, but, like, generally, if I have something like really exciting to do or somewhere fun to go, right, or celebratory, I have to tie pink in there somewhere, whether it's with my nails or whether it's with like my outfit or something. It's my favorite color, so I guess pink gives me confidence and courage. I don't know. What are we saying? On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But my colors for my master's graduation, it's actually blue and purple. Purple's for criminal justice and blue's for public administration. What caused you to be mean to your mom? I don't know. I guess it was just like, I don't want to say puberty, but I guess it was puberty, honestly. Like, sometimes, and honestly, like, I don't remember explicitly why I was mean to my mom sometimes. I just know that I was mean for my mom, or maybe I took her for granted a little bit more, but I will say coming on campus and living on campus, it has definitely showed me that, hey, I miss my mommy when I'm not with her, so I'm no longer mean to my mom. Like, sometimes she'll do one thing, or maybe she'll say something that I don't like, right? But at its core, I don't think I get mean to my mom for, like, unnecessary random things anymore. And my mom would probably say, that's because you've lived on campus. You're not with me all the time. And that is true. But even, like, when I go back home, I don't think I'm going to revert back to being mean to my mom randomly because it's, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like I'm just mean over random things for some reason, right? So, makes no sense, honestly. What are we saying? Blake said, are you, what's ACC? Actually, is that what you mean? I think you mean actually. Are you actually picking your clothes up with your feet because you can't be, what? Oh, you're saying it's a skill to pick up clothes with my feet? I didn't even notice that I was doing that, but yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am. So this is like workout clothes, workout sweatpants. So remember, we're bringing workout sweatpants home with us. So we're going to pack that home. We got a pair of shorts. Let me get some more clothes. I have more clothes to pack up. Okay. All right. So this shirt has matching pants. Uniquely Mia loves a matching set. I don't know. Should I pack this or should I bring this home? I don't know. We'll bring home the shirt. We'll leave the pants. It's too thin. I don't know. We'll leave it out for now. I don't know. Sweater, we'll bring this. We'll pack this. Love Positive said, did you find a review on Rate My Professor? Was 100% accurate or was it different? Yeah. Yes. Well, sorry, that's a lot of yes. But, okay, 2 times. I remember one time when I was a finance major in undergrad, I had to take like the first accounting class in the finance like degree major. And prior to enrolling in the class, I saw the reviews of my professor. Like, it was mixed. Some people are like, oh, it's a good professor. Other people are like, she's terrible, she's going to confuse you, she's not going to help you, right? So what happened was, there's like, during every semester, there's like the first week of classes is the add or drop period. You can like drop a class and add a new one without any penalty. So I enrolled in the class. I went to like the professor. Guys, first off, the first day of class I open it, the syllabus isn't even the professor's name. Professors are always on students not to commit plagiarism. Don't do plagiarism, that's bad. But professors are always like, don't commit plagiarism, don't commit plagiarism. That professor, why was your name like Dr. Apple Smith, my professor? The name on the syllabus was Dr. Mango Watermelon. What do you mean? You're completely different. You're not the same people. All right? And then even in that same week, the syllabus quiz, who's emailing me? Somebody's emailing me. They said congratulations. I like congratulations. It's from my school, but like, let's see what they're saying. Pause. Breathe momentarily. Pause. What's up? What are you saying? Making me not free? Oh, well. That's so... Oh, my God, bro. Where's my free stuff? Like, nothing? It's a whack congratulations email. They want me to complete a survey. I thought they were giving me something free. Sometimes when you graduate and you get a congratulations email, it's like, ooh, congratulations. You get a free merch. Nothing free. But anyway... yeah, so, like, I have to say, for that business professor, first the reviews were terrible. And even though the reviews were terrible, 20%, I gotta charge my phone. I enrolled it in anyway, and then I went to the class, the in-person class. The professor confused me, so I decided to go to the office hours. The professor confused me once again, and after that, I was like, you know what? If a professor's confusing me during the first week of classes and all these reviews are sus, I can't do it. So I probably could have done it, but it probably wouldn't have been enjoyable, so I dropped the class. And you guys are probably like, Mia, you should have given the professor more than a week. No, because professors, they got their PhD. They've gone through the world of academia. They've had numerous students, so they understand that, like, hey, they know how to communicate to make things understandable. And for me, in previous classes, I've asked professors questions during the first week, and they unconfused me. So if you confuse me more during the first week, I'm not taking you. So that's why I changed my finance minor, because I couldn't get past that first class because that one professor traumatized me. And then for my second class, I was on the second class. I think it was for a criminal justice one. One professor had really bad reviews, really, really terrible reviews, even as a graduate student. Some of the professors I've taken, they have terrible reviews, right? But I don't drop those classes because I had no choice but to take them if I want to graduate on time. So I've taken them. I'm like, ooh, you're easy. Like, you're not easy. Like, it's hard. You have to do the work. But, like, for me, I like their teaching method. It's not bad for me, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Don't always rely 100% on the Rate My Professor reviews. You need to have that trial and error for sure. Like, register for the class, see what the professor's vibes are like. And I say all this to say the professor you take matters. So don't come in the chat, guys, please, and be like, your professor doesn't matter. It's how you work in the class. That is true. Your work ethic and your comprehension of the material is important. However, your professor also matters. If the professor's grading style is sus, if the professor's personality is weird, communication style is not going to be a positive relationship, because there are numerous stories where students are taking classes 5 times over, and sometimes they take the class with the same professor 4 times, and when they take it with the 5th professor, they're successful. Why? It's not because they understood the material better the 5th time. That doesn't make sense, right? Sometimes the more and more you do something, it's just the more and more you forget, right? But it's because of the professor and the teaching style. That was different. That was much better for the student. Okay, what are we saying? Hey, Cats, glad you could be here. Okay, you're just at work. Okay, nice. Glad you got to work safely. You got the headphones in. Shout out to you for that. Like a podcast in your ear. Very nice. What are we saying? Evan said, I have to go back to work soon. Not going to lie. I enjoy doing nothing. And that's okay, honestly. That's okay. Glad you could be here before you got to work. Evan, have a great day at work today. Evan said, Mia, I do the toe thing too. You pick them up with your feet. I honestly thought that was normal, guys. I've always done that to my knowledge. Just picked up stuff with my feet, right? So that's what I'm saying. Really awesome. Glad you guys could be here. The same way y'all... Damn, the same way y'all gain cross-cultural experiences from tuning into my live stream, I gained them from you guys as well. So I gotta plug in my phone soon. We got 17%. I have the external charger, so don't worry. I'm gonna plug in the phone. But let me read some of these comments before I get up and get the charger. Sirius said, Mia, I can't even you being mean. Being straightforward, yes, but not mean. Yeah, I will admit I was mean in like elementary school. I was definitely mean. I can admit to say that now that I was really mean to my mom in middle school and elementary school. And like my mom said, it was the hair. Like anytime she would put extensions in my hair, I don't know why, but I would always just get really mean. And I went through a phase where I loved telling my mom no. Like she would ask me to like get her water. I'm like, no, but I would still get up and get the water. Mind you, I do it now sometimes. I still do it sometimes, but not all the time. But when I was younger, I would tell her no for everything, but I would still get it, and she would always not like that. But like I said, I think like I don't know. I guess I grew up, right? And after you grow up, I guess after you meet a certain age, I guess, I don't know. But I just realized that, hey, my mom does a lot of stuff for me that she doesn't have to do, right? She chooses to do this stuff for me. She chooses to be there for me, right? When she doesn't have to, and not a lot of people do that. So I guess I'm more appreciative of it. I guess growing up when you're in middle school, elementary school, you don't know the value of stuff, right? And it's not that you don't know the value, but you just think this is normal, right? And I guess through my lived experiences, I've realized this isn't normal. Like, that's a choice that my mom is actively taking to do, and she's choosing to do it, right? And like, I just like being around my mom. I really like my mom. I really love my mom. She's great. So I like, sometimes I am, I guess, still mean to her, right? But like, it's not random. If I'm mean to my mom, 9 times out of 10, I told you, it's not even meanness towards her. It's really rare where I will catch an attitude with my mom at my age. It's more so I'm upset with somebody else, or I don't like the behavior of someone else, and my mom likes to butt in, and therefore, if I don't listen to my mom immediately, she gets upset. But it's not really upsetness at her, if that makes sense, right? So yeah. Claudia said, are you leaving some clothes? I thought you couldn't leave. Yeah, I'm not leaving clothes here, Claudia, but how do I say it? I live in the state where I attend school, right? I guess that's okay. My mom has a house where I attend school too, so I could leave the clothes in that house. So that's what I'm doing, right? So yeah, that's the best way to describe it for y'all. So yeah, so I am taking everything outside of my dorm room and taking it home to my house, to my mom's house, right? But I also have to bring clothes to New York, so I'm not going to bring everything to New York. So yeah. What are we saying? Blake said, how do you lift your clothes on the ground with your toes? What? Toes long. You must have very long toes to be able to do that. Do I have long? I don't know. My toes look normal. I wouldn't say they're unusually long. I don't know. They look pretty normal to me. I think it's a skill. It's a skill that you gotta work on, I feel like. Dr. Mango Watermelon. It just came to my head. I wanted to use the fruit analogy. Evan said, Mia, I might be doing your campaign trip in the US soon. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. What states are you planning on visiting? Thank you. Glad you like my shirt. I got it from Dillard's. What are you saying? You watched my birthday video twice and you still didn't get my age. Did you watch my... I can't help you. I literally, guys, I can't tell you my age, because if you watch my birthday video, particularly my birthday live stream, my Full Nutritional YouTube video, my age is there for you. I deliberately left in a quick snippet of it for y'all. Like, I deliberately did that. So, Mr. B, you gotta rewatch it and pay attention, because it's literally in your face. Honestly, that's the best way I can describe it. Or you can always subscribe and watch my graduation live stream. My graduation is next week on, I might as well tell you the days. No, it doesn't matter keeping it a secret. I'm graduating next week on Thursday. So... yay! So you should subscribe, turn on your post notifications, because the closer it gets to my graduation, I'll tell you the time to tune into the live stream on YouTube. And for that one day, my mom is going to tell you my age anytime y'all ask her, right? Or she just may be like, look at this. Look at Uniquely Mia. She has 2 degrees. She is X amount of years old, and she has acquired this. That's what my mom would do. That was my imitation of her voice. Not her voice, but like, you don't sound like that, Mom. You really don't if you're watching this. She doesn't sound like, she sounds perfect, okay? She doesn't sound like that. That was kind of sus. But that's the imitation of what she would probably say. So for that one day, my mom will tell you my age. Love Positive said, do you think he was mean to your mom because you were bullied in school? Who are you talking about? Who's he? Who's he, Love Positive? I think I lost track of the conversation. Are you saying me? Do you think? I don't know. I didn't really critically analyze. If you're asking, do you think I was mean to my mom because I was bullied in school? I don't know. I don't remember much from my childhood, honestly, so I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, R, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the community. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Take a deep dive into my channel. I do hope you enjoy the content you see. I got fashion videos, travel videos, Eat With Me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. Really appreciate it. Claudia said, Blake, you have to bend your toes. It's not hard. Yeah. Do I have to do like a pick up clothes tutorial with your toes video? Do I have to do that, guys? That'll be funny to do. Thank you. Glad you like my nails, Jonte, and my jewelry. Thank you. I do my own manicures, so if you want to tune into my manicure live streams, I do them on Fridays, most Fridays. I'll do it this Friday too, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for y'all, so stay tuned for that. Merry Christmas. Dashing through the snow. Anytime I hear Christmas, I want to sing a Christmas song. This isn't. Ow, my nail. Oh my God, my nail. Gotta be gentle with it. It's getting longer. The longer my nail gets, the more easy it is for me to break because I'm not aware of the length until I do something. So I gotta be more careful with my nail. Wow, welcome from South Africa. What's like in South Africa today? You don't like shopping? I love shopping. It's like an addiction. I love window shopping if I'm not buying something. If I go to a store and they have great sales, I love buying stuff even more if I need the item. But I really do like window shopping. It's fun. But that's okay. I can totally understand not like shopping. Claudia said, I definitely gave my mom an attitude as a teen. It was puberty and just growing up. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was puberty, and I guess we didn't, as like a kid, a teenager, you don't comprehend. Like, I don't want to say you don't comprehend time, but you don't comprehend time, and you don't comprehend, like, everything that your parent is doing is kind of like a choice. Okay, mind you, if you're, okay, it's not a choice, but, like, if you decide to have a kid, you have a responsibility to take care of that kid until the kid can take care of themselves. That's how I see it. So my mom taking care of me as like from like elementary school, like from K through 12, it wasn't a choice. That was your responsibility. You had to do that. You decided to have me. You decided to take care of me. So that's how I see it, right? People may disagree with me, but if you decide to have a kid, you have a responsibility to take care of that kid until they can take care of themselves, right? So I feel like at my age, it's a choice that my mom is making now, right? If she wants to kick me out, she can't do that. She really can't. Like, just try. You can't do that. Like, I ain't gonna know her, lady. So you can't do that, right? And she would never do that. But I'm just saying, if she theoretically wanted to do it, she could have done it because it's a choice that she's doing because of my age. According to society, she doesn't have to take care of me, but that's a social construct, right? Then again, I ain't going nowhere. So, I'm just saying, it's so after, I guess it just puts it into perspective for me a little bit. What are we saying? Sirius said, wait, let me get my charger, guys. Okay. She's back. Why isn't that a song? I feel like that's a song. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. read that. Okay. Sarah said, "You don't seem like a New Yorker, Mia. Your fashion is New York style for sure." Really? I didn't even know that my fashion gave New York style. But I thought you were from Washington, D.C. or Seattle. Really? Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like I don't have the traditional New York accent. I guess some words that I say, it may sound like with a New York accent. But as I always say, I was blessed with the ability to like grow up in different countries in like different US states growing up. So my voice, I guess if you just look at my voice, you're not really going to pinpoint where I'm actually from, right? Because growing up in different places, having a family that was so diverse with different accents, their words, it influenced how I say certain words, right? And then my fashion style, my mom always dressed unique growing up. She was, I don't, like, it's good, but my mom was always, like, she never blended into the crowd with her fashion, with her jewelry. Like, my ring stack, it comes from my mom. My bracelet stack, if you look at my mom, it comes from her, right? So subconsciously, that has influenced my fashion trend. So, yeah. But, yeah. I didn't even know my fashion gave like New York style, but I'm mostly influenced with like if I'm buying my clothes, it's honestly just honest. I think social media influences my fashion if I'm buying my clothes. If my mom's buying my clothes for me, I don't know where she's influenced from. Her lived experiences, yeah. I never been to Seattle though. I don't think so. Maybe I've driven through the state. It's cold. Wow, where are you from? I haven't gone outside today. No, I didn't do anything on Cyber Monday. I went to the mall on Black Friday. I did live stream the mall adventure. So if you want to see that, my sister, my mom, my nephew, myself, and G, we went to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. When I tell you that mall is so ridiculously huge, it's so ridiculously huge. And I did live stream and make full nutritional YouTube videos about it. So if you want to go check out that content, definitely go watch it. I'm not buying anything in America for like the foreseeable future because next year my family and I were doing something really awesome. Something awesome that required a brief dancing intermission. So yeah, we're doing something really cool next year, and I know when I go to those places, I'm going to want to buy stuff. Why? Because I went to one of those places in the past, and their fashion is out of this world, So I've been showing some good self-restraint because I want to save my money, but the minute I touch down, I go to a store. Take me to a Zara. It's over with the minute I step foot in a Zara. Like, their Zaras are so good. So yeah. I didn't get anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Hey Arnell, glad you could be here. Did you get anything? Love Positive said, why don't you want to live by yourself without your mom? I mean, I already did it. Like, I lived on campus for 5 years. So, like, I didn't want to do that either, but I did it. But I get what you're saying. I don't want to do that just because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. That's the honest answer. The reason, because I don't want to. I know some people have a desire to do that. Like, does that negate the fact that I don't, am I saying that I don't have a desire to maybe like get a pet house one day or like get my own house? No, I do. One day I'll definitely have a pet house, most likely for a little bit of time, right? Just to see what it's like. And then one day I'll definitely buy my own house, but my mom's coming with me, right? So why? Because I want her to come with me, right? I don't know. I guess I just grew up liking my mom, even though I was somewhat mean to her growing up. I always liked my mom, right? I always loved my mom. It was never to the point of saying, I don't like you, I don't want to live with you. It was never like that. So, and I feel like the idea that when you reach a certain age, you're not supposed to live with your parent, that's a Western idea. It really is a Western notion, because if you look at countries outside of the United States, particularly wealthy families sometimes or non-wealthy families sometimes, if you just look at families, how they operate outside of the United States, children live with their parents normally until they're married, and even if they get married sometimes their parents are coming with them, right? They're coming with them because you married above or you had a good job, your socioeconomic status, you could get a big house and your whole family could live with you. Like, look at the royal family. For everybody who wants to say, oh, that's not normal, look at the royal family that everybody, whether you love or whether you hate them, the media is obsessed with them. Royal family in England, they all live together. They're married, they got a whole bunch of kids, they live in a castle, they all live together. So I say that to put it in perspective, that the notion that after you meet a certain age, you need to move out and live by yourself is really an American perspective. It really is. And it could be an American perspective to keep people in a certain socioeconomic status. Because remember, you want somebody who's low-key broke to move out. How are they ever going to establish wealth, right? You want somebody to move out and be super duper independent without the support of their family. You want people to just be isolated and alone by themselves all the time. Why, right? So it's beneficial, I feel like, when kids can live with their parents and like for a long time, right? You're able to help the parents. You're able to take care of them sometimes. If you like your parents, give them positive dopamine, and it's the same mutually beneficial relationship with the parents as well. So yeah, so I don't want to live by myself, and I want to live with my mom because I want to. That's why. And that's a good enough answer for me, honestly. That's a good enough answer for my mom. So yeah. What are we saying? Hey Teddy, how are you doing today? Okay, what are we saying? Am I the only one who knows the American Dream Mall from? Yeah, I don't know who that is. You going to Paris again? Perhaps. Mia, do you watch Solish Matter? No. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I feel like I said their name wrong. I don't know who that is. I'll check out their videos. Hey Frank, how are you doing? You aren't supposed to button the top without a tie, but also you aren't supposed to wear men's clothes. If I'm not supposed to button the top without a tie, then how come the button worked without a tie? I'm confused. What? What? And this was from the female section, guys. This isn't men's. It's just oversized. Okay, let me go back. Okay, read that. Oh, snap. I lost track of the conversation. Read that. Okay. Sirius said that was a happy dance you did. Where are y'all going? Or is it a surprise? It's not really a surprise because my mom did. Okay, I can tell you. I guess I can tell you because you guys don't know the dates we're going. But it's like a European adventure we're going. So I can tell you guys that. And we're going to like different places in Europe. So if you know Uniquely Mia, you do know that Uniquely Mia has goals. One day we will travel the whole entire world, right? Ever since I was little, I always did want to like go to different countries in Europe. So like last year, my mom said when I graduate from my master's program that as my graduation gift, she'll take me to those places that I want to go to. So I'm graduating in December. So we're going to those places. We're not going anytime soon, but we're going to those places, right? As my graduation gift for my mom and Stu, right? So it's very cool. So yeah, we'll be doing that in the future. So for that, like I'm gonna have to save my money because their fashion is really great. I know my sister, I know my mom, they're going to want to buy really fancy things and I don't want to be left out. I also want to buy something really fancy. So that's why I'm saving all my money. So I'm able to do that in the future for sure. But we're going on a European adventure. And then after the European adventure, when I accomplish a new goal that I want to accomplish, it can be like a South Asian adventure. Who knows? A China adventure. You never know. So slow, but like you're getting to different places slowly but surely. And this should be an example, guys. Set goals for yourself and accomplish it, right? And it'll be really cool. And I will definitely vlog the experience for y'all and the journey. But we're going to be really cool, really cool. What are you saying? Okay, read that. Somebody said, sorry, me, I have to go, but are you streaming on Thursday? When's Thursday? Oh, Thursday? I don't know. Maybe. I got a lot of free time now. I don't know, guys. Probably, yeah. I guess I could stream on Thursday for y'all. I'm already married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. You're going to Europe next week? Very cool, very cool. Hopefully you have a great time. Come to India for sure. One day we'll definitely be doing that. Millie said your graduation from secondary school or college? Graduate school. Sleep? I don't think I'm tired. I just feel like I guess I've just been sitting down for a lot when I'm supposed to be folding up stuff. I'm yawning. But yeah, what are we saying? Come to Ireland. What's there to do in Ireland? One day for sure we could go to Ireland, but what's there to do there? Claudia said, I'm giving a short presentation for work later and I'm nervous. Okay, Claudia, what I need you to do, practice, all right? That's totally normal being nervous, totally understandable. The only way to get over the nerves is first to identify that even as soon as you start the presentation, you're still gonna be nervous. All right, you're gonna leave your house, you're gonna be nervous, you're gonna walk into that room, you're gonna start your presentation, you're gonna introduce yourself, you're gonna be nervous. But to help minimize that those nerves, Claudia, I need you to practice, all right? So practice saying your name, practice your presentation 1 to 2 times so you can memorize what you're saying a little bit. And if you haven't already, Claudia, you need to make speaking notes, all right? Even if it's like 1 sentence of what you're going to say for each slide, make those speaking notes because it's going to help you stay on track. And sending you the positive vibes, Claudia, you're going to do great on your presentation. You got to remember that you're hired, you were placed on that project because you have the skills to succeed at that presentation, so you know what you're talking about. So after that, you're there to educate the people in the room, right? And even if that's not true, lie to yourself and tell yourself that that's true to make yourself feel better and more confident about it, right? Okay, what are we saying? This is my phone number. Everybody on the stream has my phone number. Like, my mom taught me safety practices, and more than 6,000 people has my phone number. It's really, really crazy, guys. Really crazy. So anytime you want to talk to Uniquely Mia, all you got to do is tune into a live stream. If I'm not streaming, watch one of my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, one of my live streams, etc. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. And I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All right. What are we saying? Come to South Africa. Okay, for sure, for sure. Sierra said, you're going to have fun. Everything in Europe is a train away. You can be in France right now. And in Spain, yeah, well, I've heard that. Really? You can be in Spain in 30 minutes? I did not know that. Okay. That's cool. You're going to have fun and great memories. Very cool, very cool. Okay, nice. Just avoid the scammers. Yeah, we definitely heard about the scammers, like the pickpockets. But hey, I don't want anybody to be scared of Americans, but have you seen those Americans going to Europe? Those Americans will go to Europe, they're getting pickpocketed, and they will go beat the people up. So I'm like, that's not good. Don't beat nobody up. But I'm kind of happy that it's happening because hopefully by the time my family and I get to Europe, the Europeans will be too scared to pickpocket Americans because they think we're going to beat them up. So they'll leave us alone, right? So sometimes some bad reputation is a little bit good, right? I don't know. But I've heard those stories where like people go to Italy or even Paris and they're getting pickpocketed and Americans are chasing them down and literally beating them up for their stuff. Because what do you mean you're pickpocketing somebody? Like, what? That's crazy. Hey, the Silver, glad you could be here. Kat said, did Evan mention where they went camping in the U.S.? Oh, no, I don't think so. I didn't see that they said that they went camping. I don't think they mentioned it. My pleasure, Claudia. Hopefully the advice is useful. And remember, you're going to crush it. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. What are we saying? Hey, 8776. Please, how to talk to you, please. Suggest want to talk to you. You can like the video, subscribe to Uniquely Mia channel, and you can leave a comment. Generally, I respond to comments if a response is necessary, for sure. So, yeah. Do blacks like Europe? What? What? Do black people like Europe? I don't know. I mean, you can't generalize one person's response to everyone. Like, I don't know. I've only ever been to one country in Europe. So, the country I went to was okay. Like, fashion capital, right? But architecture was really cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think this suitcase has to close now, guys. Okay, so we packed it up. I kind of wanted to fit more stuff in here, but I don't think it's going to go. They don't sell suitcases like this anymore. Anytime, like, I have to buy a new suitcase because the last time I went to the airport with my suitcase, the flight agent, she literally had to write a note on my suitcase saying that it was damaged before she took it in. If it wasn't embarrassing, but it was like, wow, that was the first time that ever happened to me. My suitcase is really that beat up. It's not good anymore, right? So I need to get a new suitcase, but I'm very hesitant to buy one just because anytime I go to the store, I don't see fabric suitcases anymore. And now the full-size suitcases they sell, why are they ridiculously small? I'm going to show you guys a close-up of this suitcase. This was my mom's suitcase. She got this suitcase when I was like in elementary school. This is a fabric suitcase. It has 2 compartments where you can put clothes. And when I tell you this suitcase is huge, it is huge, and it's a regular size suitcase. So you don't, if you want to check a bag for free, if your airline lets you do that, it can work. But now when you go to Burlington to get a suitcase, it's the smallest plastic suitcase. It can't hold nothing. Like, I don't like these new suitcases they're selling. But let me close it and show it to y'all. Alright. I think I overstuffed it. This is more than 50 pounds, but it's okay. We're not checking this anywhere, so it's okay. Alright, what are you guys saying? I don't know who Josephine Barker is. Or Baker is. Who is Josephine Baker? Hey, Allie, glad you could be here. Thank you so much for liking the stream. You look like you're about to drop a plot twist on all of us. Oh, no! Is that what that looks like? I'm just packing up my clothes right now, so we're done with this section. I have another suitcase. I'm not going to be able to bring all this clothes that I wanted to bring back home this time around. So we're going to put this in a different suitcase, and then I'm going to take down my decorations. And I think that may be all that we're going to do today. And tomorrow we'll continue on with packing up some clothes because it's kind of a lot. Like, it's not a lot, but it kind of is. But let me read these comments before I show you the suitcase and we continue on with packing up some of this stuff. Okay, what are we saying? Okay, Evan said, hey cats, I'm using a company called G Adventures and they do tours across Yellowstone. Okay, Yosemite, it includes everything, transport, food, and lodging. Okay, cool. So Evan, when you come to the United States, that's what you're going to be doing, the camping? That sounds really fun. Thank you so much for sending a rose. Cats, I'm unsure yet. I actually, live Washington where Twilight is filmed. Really? That's awesome. You went to Folks, Washington? Or Forks? That's really, really cool. Okay. Evan said, but I heard Washington isn't a popular spot to camp, so it will probably be one of the most popular U.S. locations. Okay, cool. You carry fake wallets and credit cards. Oh, when you go to Europe? Oh, okay. So like if they pickpocket you, it's the wrong one. That's smart. Bye, R. It was a pleasure having you on. Bye, Mr. B. It was a pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see y'all in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. See you Thursday. Sirius said, Evan, that's the way. Carry fake phones. And Monopoly money. No, that's smart. Yeah, I agree with Cats, Evan. That sounds like a really cool adventure that you're going on. Let us know how you like it and maybe you could like film some content about it. That sounds really cool. Be safe. A solo trip when camping. Be safe. You can't stand taking anyone with you. They will annoy you. No, that I can understand that. Like, I'm grateful that my mom is at least an early riser and she's willing to leave people, because low-key, even like when we went on that mini weekend event for my birthday, like everybody who we went with, not everyone, but low-key almost everyone we went with, they were like late sleepers. Mind you, we did go to sleep late, but like at the same time, you're not excited. Why don't you wake up early? So I was getting a little annoyed that like everybody else was like sleeping and nobody wanted to get up and go outside. But luckily my mom's an early riser, so we got up and we went outside while everybody else got ready. So I understand traveling with people and they're not on the same wavelength with you. Like if I go somewhere, if I'm on an adventure, I don't want to be in the room. Did I come to stay in the room or did I come to like stay up and go out? I don't care how early it is. So I understand that. So I've heard people who say that solo traveling is fun because you can just follow your own schedule for sure. But be safe. Oh, it's gonna be approximately 2 weeks. Very cool. You look really beautiful. Are you working or studying? Right now, thank you so much. You're beautiful as well. Right now, I'm just packing up some of my stuff because I'm moving out soon. Okay. Kat said I'd never camp unless it's inside a tent with thick walls and outlets. That's how, no, Cats, that's how I feel. Like, if I go camping, please let it be a cabin, at least, right? A cabin that has, like, the indoor plumbing, the electricity. But even with the cabin, I watch too many horror movie guys. So, like, I will go camping in the cabin, and in the back of my head, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The guy from Scream. Freddy Krueger. Like, that's all I'll be thinking about the whole time I'm camping. A bear. Like, I'll be so scared. So I watch too many horror movies. You know when you watch too many horror movies to do something? I feel like that's me with camping. Almost all the horror movies I watch, they're always going to a cabin. That's the worst decision ever. Like, no, don't do that. But that's the only way I would realistically go camping, because I cannot stay in a tent with no electricity, with no bathroom. How are you gonna use the bathroom? Like, no. Evan said, I can't wait. We'll record the camp for sure. Yes, definitely let us know that. That sounds like a fun opportunity. Oh, you might get a paid sponsor from the company. That's awesome. Nice. You love the outdoors. Awesome. When will you visit my country, friend? I'll be waiting for you. What country are you from? Ooh, you're from Japan? That's really cool. No, for sure. One day, Uniquely Mom, Queen Mother, myself, we're going to Japan for sure. South Korea, we need to go to those 7-Elevens. Your vintage shopping in Japan and South Korea, out of this world. I'm not an acrylic person, but when I step foot in South Korea and Japan, best believe Uniquely Me is getting some acrylics, because their artwork with the acrylics, so good. So good. They're so good with the nails. What are we saying? Sierra said camping is dope. Unfortunately, in California, we get bears. Wow, bears big as mountain lions? Whoa, that's scary, dude. Wow. And I'll imagine, wouldn't it be really hot? Okay, you say you're in California. Is it hot all the time in California? I don't know. Ever since I was young, I always thought, like, California, it would always be hot. Like, ridiculously hot for some reason. Is that true? Or if it gets cold, what's, like, the lowest the temperature would go? Would it ever realistically hit, like, 40 degrees in California? For people who live on that side of the United States, like California, San Francisco, Las Vegas. Does it realistically ever get, like, cold? Like, realistically? Okay, what are we saying? Okay. Evan, I hope you're doing well. Too bad she can't see my messages. Why can't Evan see our messages? Okay. So I think we're going to get up now. All right. Let me get up. It's time to move on to something else. All right. We still got a lot of clothes on the floor. But let me show y'all what we did do. Okay. You see how big this suitcase is? No, y'all don't. You see how big that suitcase is? They don't sell suitcases like this anymore in the store. So this is why I'm dreading having to get a new one. And you guys would say, Mia, why don't you just keep this one then, if you like it so much, instead of buying a new one? Because this one's ugly. That's why. I don't like this one. But that's a good idea. But I should do that, right? Okay. So we got this. What else do we need to do? It's a mess. It's really bad, guys. It's extremely bad. It's so messy. Alright, so now I have to put clothes in here. This suitcase, initially, I was dabbling with the idea of actually checking a suitcase, so I was going to check this suitcase in, but I don't want to check anything. So what I'm going to put in here is clothes that I will bring home at a later date, but I'm going to bring it home via carry-on. So just because I do have people's Christmas gifts, and I need to bring all this stuff home. So, and all this has to fit in the carry-on, because the carry-on's free. So I have Christmas tree. This is people's Christmas gifts. I bought my nephew academic stuff for Christmas. He's gonna hate me, but I don't care. We're trying to bestow upon my nephew academic excellence. He doesn't watch my live streams. It'll be fine. We're trying to bestow upon my nephew academic excellence, as I said. So, college algebra, no, criminal justice. I spoke to him one time, and he was speaking to me about my criminal justice videos, but he got a lot of stuff incorrect. So I bought him this pamphlet, and it's really good. Like, if you have never studied criminal justice, right, and you just want to become aware of criminal justice, it speaks about deterrence, it speaks about incarceration, it speaks about the common laws, the rights you have, etc., violent crime, criminal law. So this is really good to have. I'm thinking about keeping this for myself because I know what I'm talking about, but it summarizes everything perfectly, but I'll give it to him. And this one's college algebra. Why? He isn't in college. He's in middle school. Yeah, he's in middle school. And I'm going to give him this pamphlet about college algebra because college algebra for me was very difficult, right? And I did buy this when I was a freshman in college, but at that point in time, it was useless to me. However, when I initially did have one for the first time, I looked at it and I'm like, when my mom and my teachers were teaching me this in elementary school or middle school, this would have been extremely helpful for me. So hopefully this is helpful for him. So yeah. Guys, do you think my nephew's gonna like me or no for this? But academic excellence is what we're giving him. And then I did get him some fun toys, and my mom said she wants to like make him something else for Christmas, so I can put my name on that since by default I'll be helping make him a particular item. So he's gonna have fun gifts, but he also has to have something serious. And then I have gifts for other people, but I'm not gonna show you those gifts because they probably watch my live stream, so I don't want them to know what they have for me yet. But I like to buy my stuff early at school because you get it at an affordable price off season. And Uniquely Me is not made out of money, so Christmas gifts on sale. The best way to go. I still have to get my mom some gifts though. She doesn't have everything. I don't know. You know, like my mom is somebody who's very difficult to shop for, so I have no idea what to get her. I mean, I got her stuff, but I don't know if she'll like it. So when I go home, I have to buy her more gifts. Where's my mom's gift that I got her? I'm not going to show y'all what it is, but this is one of my mom's gifts. So, Mommy, I got your Christmas gift. I think it's funny. It's like a funny gift. She'll find it funny, but I like it. So, there's 2 gifts for her in there. But it's like my mom, her birthday and Christmas are extremely close. So, when I get her gifts, it's always to say I just buy her gifts in bulk. And then after I decide what to give her for which day. But she needs more gifts. Those are not good for her birthday at all. So she needs a birthday gift. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, I read that. Juice WRLD. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back. I don't know why I know that song. I think G knows that song. Okay. What's wrong with my voice? I don't know. You're feeling sleepy? Pick a number between 1 and 100. 6. You should invite me for Christmas. I mean, all the supporters are invited to Christmas. It's Christmas. We have to do a special stream for Christmas, right? What day is Christmas? Okay, it's a Thursday, but we have to do a special live stream for Christmas. So all supporters are invited to Christmas for sure. You're making brown rice and mutton. What's mutton? That sounds like so King Arthur of you, Evan. Like, I can imagine him telling Merlin, go and get me some mutton with some bread. Like, is that a thing? What is mutton? Love Positive said, what grade did you get in college algebra? An A. Guys, I got an A, but I didn't like it. When I say I didn't like it, I mean it was hard to get that A. Like, I had to, teach myself the material. It was a very lengthy process. I got an A in all my undergraduate classes except for the one graduate class I took because I didn't know what was required for a graduate class, but even for that class, I got a B. So, but I had, a 4.0 in my major as an undergraduate student. So, yeah, it was just that one graduate class that threw me off with the B. Evan said, the camping is fairly cheap too. It's like 700 to 1,000 pounds for 7 nights, which is amazing. It sounds not bad, but I don't know what the U.S. conversion is, but it doesn't sound terrible for 7 days, I guess. Cool. Oh, you drive to the campsites. Okay, you want a gift card. Sierra said California used to be hot all the time. Okay, but global warming. Oh, it got us too. Okay. Really, it snows in California. Did not see that coming. But Arizona, you can cook an egg on the street. Wow. Arizona is literally desert city. Wow. Stay, I'm hydrated. That's all I got to say to that. Wow. Sirius said, wow, Mia, school stuff for Christmas gifts. You'll never forget the gift. You know what? I hope he doesn't forget it, because you know what? Like I said, I don't know. Academic excellence is never fun, right? Like, it's never fun it's not easy to get academic excellence, so it's not fun. So you know what? Even though he won't like it, at least let's hope he keeps it. If he doesn't keep it, one day when he starts complaining, because I don't think he'll use criminal justice, he doesn't really need it unless like he's going to study that, right? But for college algebra, if he doesn't keep the pamphlet, when he starts complaining one day about college algebra, I'm going to look at him, he's going to look at me, and I'm like, don't complain. Remember when I gave you that gift? You should have kept it. So it's going to be helpful for him if he keeps it. So I don't think it's useful to him now, because I don't think you start learning about college algebra until like high school, like freshman year, right? And he's in middle school. So at least hopefully his mom is forward thinking and she keeps it, and that'll be good. So yeah. What are we saying? My throat. Love Positive said, did you and your nephew have an argument the other day? This is the foundation for not the argument. What? Did you and your nephew had an argument the other day? This is the foundation for not the argument, Mia. What? I know what you're asking, but like that's a double barrel question, guys. I'm a little confused. Okay. Did you? Okay, I'll break it up and answer it to the best of my ability, right? Did you and your nephew have an argument the other day? The other day, I'm assuming you mean on my birthday? No, we didn't. I think he was really nice on my birthday. So, I don't know. His mom probably told him to be nice to me for my birthday weekend, or he genuinely felt bad about what he did. So I remember I know that he was thinking about it, because I don't know, we were outside and he just looked at me. He's like, are we good? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, are we good? I'm like, yeah. So he knew what he did. I guess he knew it wasn't right, what he did to me the previous week, what he said to me. So I guess that was his way of apologizing. So that was so funny. He just came up to me. He's like, are we good? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah. So yeah. And then this is the foundation for not the argument, Mia. I'm confused on that part. I don't know what you mean. I'm honestly gonna be honest. I know what each word means, but when you use it like that, I need more context. Like, what foundation are you referring to? Yeah, I need some more context with that to answer it. Claudia said, the lowest it has gotten here in Cali, where I live, is, wow, 39 degrees. Really? Wow. That's cold. That's cold, I will say, 39 degrees. And it rarely rains in California. Isn't California desert land, though, as you guys just said earlier? So that's not good. It needs more rain there. Especially with the forest fires. Aren't you guys prone to forest fires? Stay safe there. But yeah, you guys need more rain. Sirius said, Evans, I subscribe to you. Post more food videos. Very nice, very nice. I love to see you guys supporting each other. That's awesome. What are you saying? Mutton is lamb. Okay. No spamming emojis. Hey, how are you doing, 1249? I have to fight someone this week at the country yard. Can you tell me what I need to do to win? Yeah, call 911 and tell them you're being threatened by somebody. Don't fight nobody, because after you beat them up, they're going to call 911 on you, and that's not going to be good. So yeah, stay away. Don't fight them. Or if they keep harassing you to fight them, call 911. Use the police officers when you can. So yeah, as long as it's ethical and lawful. What are we saying? Why am I wearing a ribbon in my hair? I couldn't find a hair tie, and I needed to tie my hair back. I lost a lot of my hair ties, so it operates as a hair tie. Okay, you're leaving. All right. All right, pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. What's after college? Graduate school. I'm not in college. I'm in graduate school. So for me, what was after college was graduate school for me, for sure. You got style. I like it. Thank you. Slay to you. Slay to you. Really, really appreciate it. These pants are really comfy. Oh my god, bro. Ow. They're from Aeropostale. The shirt, oversized fit. Love to see it. It's from Dillard's, as I said. That made me dizzy. Sierra said, "Are we good, Mia?" Yeah, 100%. But no, that was so funny. I was just talking to him, and he walked up to me. He looked at me. He whispered it too. That was really funny to me. So as I said, I can't bring everything home because it's just not gonna fit. Let's sit down again. I was trying to stand up and fold up my clothes, but sitting down is just so much easier when I have to fold up my clothes. Shout out to all the people who have been here for a while. I really, really do appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the new people on the stream. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. Y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I would love to know, how's your day going? What are your plans for the evening? If you have a comment for me, a question, feel free to ask it, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. If you want to get my opinion on something, start a conversation, feel free to type it. So what are you saying? When you going to celebrate your birthday? My birthday already passed. My birthday was on Saturday, so I did celebrate my birthday, so we have to wait a whole year. But fear not, my mom's birthday is coming up. I don't know, the month of December is just really cool. We got my birthday, we got my mom's birthday, we got Christmas, we got my graduation. Okay, it's not every year my graduation, right? But we have all that, so it's like a very jam-packed filled month, we can say, right? But I like my mom's birthday as much as my birthday when she spends it with me, because in the past she never really spent her birthday with me, and that was kind of sad. But she decides to spend her birthday with everybody in her family, including me now, which is always awesome. When she started spending her birthday with not me and just one other person, I'm like, okay, you do you, okay, fine. It really sucked, but like, whatever, it's your birthday, do what you want. And then she stopped that, which is good. So it's great now. What are we saying? When will you visit India? In the future, for sure. In the future. But how's everyone doing today? I would love to know. Okay. What happened to my chat? Did I freeze? I don't think I froze. Let me restart. No, let me log back into the live stream. Okay, I'm good. I need a tissue. I have a lot of good stuff in here, honestly. A lot of good jeans. I have a jeans person. I have a lot of jeans. Sweatpants. I'm gonna take my sweatpants home. They're really comfy to wear in the cold. Got these from Primark. What are we saying? Why you wear oversized shirts? Because they're really comfy. I like comfy clothes. I don't like when my clothes sticks to me. So yeah. Okay. So this, I never even wore this at school, guys. I honestly thought I really did. I really did think I wore this, but apparently I never did, which is kind of sad. It's like you think you need new clothes, but like you realize you don't sometimes. You know what I'm gonna do with this? I'm going to bedazzle these. My mom said she wants to get bees to bedazzle stuff. I could bedazzle these black pants because they already attract lint, and it's like a thin material, so that would probably be really fun to bedazzle. What are we saying? Ski pants are very comfortable and also very stylish. I'll definitely look into it for sure. I've seen people go skiing, but like I've never looked into buying ski clothes myself. What are we saying? Tell me your intro shorts. My intro shorts? Excuse me, I'm assuming you're asking what type of content I make on the channel. I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student education videos. So yeah, I try to do a lot on my channel. I essentially show y'all what my life is like. So yeah. And my YouTube shorts, it can range from food videos to dancing videos to a lot more. Like, I say this is what I do, but then I will go somewhere, or I'll see something, or I'll just see like inspiration from another social media content creator, and I'll make content about something cool. What are we saying? Evan said, hey Syria, yes more. Yes, more I'm doing. Scotch bonnet pepper lamb. Okay, cool. That sounds good. Even though I don't eat lamb, the flavors of it sounds good. It will be, oh, Thai coconut lamb curry with scotch bonnet pepper. Cool, cool. You're wearing so many rings. Yes, I do like a ring set, so I do tend to wear a lot of rings for sure. So for the most part, y'all have already seen these clothes. This is just suit jackets. I'm dividing it. What I'm bringing home, or what I'm going to stuff in my mom's carry-on, and what I'm going to leave here. What are you saying? Does anyone want to join my Clash Royale clan? What is that? Is that a game? That sounds like a video game. How do you join that? Gonna donate that. We're gonna pack some, well, I shouldn't really pack exercising clothes now, right, because I still have to wear it because I'm gonna go to the gym this weekend, but I'll just put it on top. I can grab it from the suitcase. You fold clothes so faster? Yeah, because I want to move on to something else. I've been doing this for a while, so I'm not seeing progress. So remember when I said earlier I like to do stuff, but I like to see progress. So I want to start moving a little faster to take down some of the decorations. It's not that I have a lot of stuff, I think. It's just that, like, when the stuff is unpacked, it looks like a lot. Oh, I do have a carry-on. I could put stuff in a carry-on. I just realized that. I unfortunately have to leave these jeans. I wanted to bring them home this time around, but we'll bring it home at a later date just because it's too bulky, and I'm prioritizing sweatsuits to bring home because New York is cold. And when it's cold, jeans keep you warm, but it really doesn't. It's more so sweatsuits. Donate. I'm gonna donate this, put this in the donation pile. These two things right here. Leave this here for now. Syria said, unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. I gotta go. My day begins officially. We got to know a little bit more about each other today, which is cool. Speak to you soon. Always a pleasure when you're on, Syria. Do agree your career sounds really cool. Also, the weather about California and etc. Hopefully, I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. Have a great rest of your day. Always a pleasure when you're on. What are we saying? Evan said, we got so many low IQ trolls. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. You must be the smartest troll though. Evan, have you ever thought about like doing like jokes like on, I don't know, what is it? My mom said she likes stand-up comedy shows. My mom said she likes. I feel like I don't know how you be thinking about stuff to say right off the top of your head. It's just really funny sometimes, Evan. You should definitely look into that. That's funny. What are you saying? Evan said, bye, Syria. And when I'm in the U.S., you'll make some curry too. Okay, cool. You talk nice and humble manners. Thank you so much. Syria said, Evan, don't make me hungry, but can't wait. Bye, Evan, Katz, Claudia, and everyone. Bye, Syria. Always a pleasure when you're on. For everyone remaining on the stream, hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Would love to know what's up with y'all. What are you guys eating today? What are your plans? Remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got the fashion videos for y'all, the Eat With Me videos, technology videos, grad school videos, and a lot more. Right now, as you can see, I'm folding up some clothes. I thought I was going to bring all these clothes home. Unfortunately, they're not going to fit, so we're gonna have to leave some of these items, but we'll bring them, well, you'll see them again at a later date. Now that I've folded up the majority of my clothes, I am going to be moving on to taking down some decorations, and then you're gonna see that the room is really going to start looking like, oh, it's gonna become a little more bare and a little more empty. This is a pretty shirt. It got butterflies on it. So let me get this bag right here. Put this stuff that I'm gonna bring home in this Marshall bag. Okay. I think I was always very swift with responses. I used to curse out older people all the time. Maybe I was like Jay when he was younger. Just kidding. Ray said, hey Ray, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Let's go, Mia. What's up, young queen? I'm just packing up some clothes right now. I'm moving out next week, so just like folding up the clothes, taking out the decorations, etc. How are you doing today? You're just getting ready. You're about to have your first lunch date with Bianca. Buddy. LOL. Okay, okay. All right. So what are you eating today? What restaurant are you going to, Ray? That's funny. Hey, Cats, glad you could be here. You're on your break now. Okay, very nice, very nice. Shout out to you, Cats. So what are you doing on this break? Are you like gonna get a quick pick-me-up snack, or is it just like a little rest your eyes for like 5 minutes and then go back to work break? It's winter season. Don't forget to keep warm clothes for your journey. Yeah, definitely will. That's what I'm prioritizing, the warm clothes for sure. Ooh, Waffle House. Nice. Waffle House is really good. Like, their waffles from Waffle House, I don't know what they be putting in it, but it's really good. Evan said, it's kind of funny seeing aunties being trolled by their nephews. I don't know why. I find it so funny. When my nephew trolls me, I usually do wrestling with them, though. They really appreciate it a lot. I look foolish, clotheslining them, okay. But I do it for them. I fight with all kids. They love it. Wow. Wow. Evan said, Ray, poor Bianca said she's never gonna come back on Mia's channel ever again. No, she likes live streaming. She likes streaming with y'all. So do appreciate you guys entertaining her and engaging with her when she takes over for the stream. But I didn't realize how much she liked streaming until like anytime I was around her, she always would grab the phone sometimes, or if I give her the phone and ask her to stream, she'll flip the camera on herself. So she enjoys streaming for sure. But ow, bless you. But she has a YouTube channel, but she doesn't post consistently. As she said, she's more active on TikTok, but she's not really one to stream by herself. She tried it one time on TikTok, and she said it scared her, so she didn't do it anymore. But yeah, it's fun. Like, I like streaming. Once you get used to it, it's pretty cool. I guess she just couldn't get over the fact that she was looking at her face a lot, right? But that's the only thing. And that was definitely a learning curve for me too. Like, when you first start streaming, you're seeing a lot of yourself, which is like, okay, that's new for sure. But you get used to it for sure, which is pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna be able to bring all this stuff, but that's a lot of stuff. What are we saying? You all be my friends, please. Yeah, 100%. I consider all my supporters to be my friends, because only friends will support you, right? So like the video, subscribe, engage with the content, and definitely for sure you can join the community. Evan said, I like Bianca. I don't know if she could handle the trolls, though. Okay, cool. Okay, BRB Ray said, okay, cool. Evan said, I'm going to go live soon. When I do, I will take the trolls with a pinch of salt. Okay, nice. I'm excited. We'll definitely try to tune on and say hi to you on that stream for sure. Okay, guys. This is way too much stuff. I can't bring all that. We're going to unfortunately have to leave the sweatpants. Bring that. This and the Christmas gift. Okay, what are we saying? You're pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. What are we saying? Oh, thank you. Glad you like the painting behind me. I painted it when I was resident assistant. I had an RA event, so I just like did that design to paint it. Wait a second, guys. I gotta check something really quickly. How do you go forward? 1 minute at the check. Okay, it's loading. What are we saying? Hey, Rockin', glad you could be here. You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. What are we saying? Kat said, I'm 8 subscribers away from being able to stream so close. Very nice. Congratulations. Shout out to you. I'll definitely try to be there for your first live stream for sure. And yeah, continue to post the content, YouTube shorts, and manifest it. Work towards it. Your goals will be achieved for sure. Claudia said, Evan, what's with the punching videos? Wait, Evan, you posted a punching video? That's funny. Are you a stud? What is that? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Okay. What are we saying? Okay, you're gonna get a food break. Nice. What type of food are you planning on getting? So now we're gonna pack other gifts. Did it load? 1 second. And then we have these gifts from Miniso. A little bit of them. So, I'm gonna take this. And then these are all out in the open, so I can't even show y'all what these are. These are mostly gifts for my nephew and my sister in here. They have a lot of cute stuff in They have a lot of cute stuff in Miniso or Minsu, whatever the store name is. All right, what are we saying? Read that. Thank you so much for joining the community. It's time to sleep. Nice to meet you as well, 8976. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. It was a pleasure having you on. So this bag, all this has to fit in the carry-on, everything in this bag. We can do it. It's just gonna have to be like a very interesting process to get everything to fit in there. And then, what is this? We have clothes that we're going to be donating. Oh man, these are some shoes. These were working shoes my mom sent me. I can't bring both, but it's always good to pack at least one pair of working shoes. So we're gonna bring these pair of working shoes home. I also have a brown pair, but I can't, it's not gonna fit in the carry-on, both of them. So we'll be bringing one pair. Low-key, I have my own carry-on. I think I'm gonna have to use my own carry-on because all of that stuff is not gonna fit. But that carry-on is really big. They always change the carry-on requirement, guys. So it's just garbage in the box right here. Okay. Garbage. And then I can show you guys what the second pair of shoes looks like. I never wore these. I thought I would wear them because, but it got cold. Like by the time it came for me to go in person to my internship, it was too cold to wear this, right? So I couldn't have worn them because they're summer shoes, but these are what they look like. They're brown. What do y'all think? Would love to know. They're really comfy too. They're just kind of big. Like I wear size 11, but in shoes like these, it would be 10.5. But they don't sell half sizes, and 10 would be too small, so I got the 11. It's a little big, but it's gonna fit. It's gonna be fine. So we got this. Okay. This is garbage. So now, guys, it is time to stand up. And then we're gonna be doing a little bit more stuff. Ooh. But how's everyone doing today? If you don't let me know, would love to know how's everyone doing. If you just joined the stream, welcome. What's happening is I'm just packing up some clothes right now. Ew. I will be moving out soon, so it is time to pack everything away. Okay. Water. You can really tell when water doesn't have taste sometimes, guys. Alrighty, so that's done. Closet is empty except for the things that I'll be putting in garbage bags. I found that sometimes it's easier to move when everything is like, when you take stuff that's already on hangers and you put it in the garbage bag, it's much more easy to move them. So I will be doing that, but at a later date. Everything that needs to be out of my dressers are removed, which is good. So for the most part, I'm not going to zip up my blue suitcase yet because, as I said, I'll go into the gym. So I need to take clothes out of that to go to the gym. And then if I do decide to go somewhere else, not the gym, this still has regular clothes that I could wear in here. So we're just going to push this back underneath the bed. I'm going to wash this before I pack it, so this is going to go in the dirty clothes for me. I can pack up my massager because I'm done with my desk. I'll still be going to my laptop, right, but I could just do that on my bed, so I can pack this up. It came in a box and everything. My mom sent this to me for one of my birthdays. So not sponsored, but this was the item. I think it works. It's not perfect, but if you want a back massage and you have nobody to rub your back, it is better than nothing. So it's pretty good. It's like if you're from America, when you go to those Asian nail salons and they sit you on the pedicure seat and it massages your back, this is what this is feels like. But I just use it as a cushioner for the chairs at my school because they're really uncomfortable. Or uncomfortable, as my nephew would say, pointing out my ways. I say words. Alright. And that's the key. So if there's any college students watching this or anybody watching this who's moving to a new apartment soon, keep the original packaging for your items, right? Because your original packaging, it really makes it easy for when you're moving places to move those items because you already have something to put it in instead of rushing or panicking when you have to move somewhere new because you have nothing to put the items in. The original packaging is going to work perfectly. One second, guys. Leave my extension cord here because I'm still going to be using it. Okay, what were you guys saying? Kat said, Mia, you don't have to answer this question, okay? But why don't you stay in your house, in the house your mom has in this state you go to school instead of living in the dorm? Because it's far. Yeah, so it's far, but it's not too far, and just don't want to drive there every day. Living on campus is much more better. It's there are statistics behind it. As much as I don't like living on campus, I'm grateful that my mom, I guess, made me live on campus because I was able to focus only on my schoolwork. I didn't have to travel far every day or when I have an exam, stressing about transportation, right? Statistics has been conducted by my school. Students who live on campus perform better academically, right? There was a lot more opportunities for me to say yes to things on campus rather than no, right? And I don't want to live there by myself, so that's why. Yeah, it would be too scary for me, honestly. So yeah, but it's a great question though to ask. But it's far. It's not that close. It's close, but it's not close enough for me to want to drive there every day to and from school. And then we got my graduation regalia. We got the regalia. This is like the hood. You guys are just seeing a whole bunch of sneak peeks to a whole bunch of stuff with this pack with me because I'm finding all this stuff. So this is criminal justice. And then this is public administration. I don't know, I have to wear both of them. Most students are gonna have one. I'm gonna have two. My school didn't want me to have two. They wanted me to choose one, but I'm like, I did the work for two. So my mom's gonna have to help me to fix it so you guys can see both colors. I'm not gonna put on the whole graduation thing to show you guys, but this is a sneak peek of it. So this is what it looked like. It's gonna be much better on the day of. It's actually kind of pretty. I didn't even realize it. You got the purple, and then you got the green color, and then I don't know what you can see in the back, but it's gonna be fixed much better on the day of. I don't even know if I'm wearing it correctly. I think I am, but I'm not 100% sure. Kat said, also Mia, a stud is what some people call a lesbian who has a masculine presentation. It must be because you're wearing baggy clothes, which is crazy. Okay, that's funny. Okay. Oh, so no, I'm not. Yeah, I just like baggy clothes in general. Love Positive said, are you excited to graduate? Yeah, I am because like I worked hard for my degree, right? So I always like when I get the fruits of my labor, I guess you could say. So I'm happy about it, I really am. I guess it's just I am a little nervous. I'm not nervous to graduate. I'm just nervous about, I guess, about the future. Like I know what I want to do, right? And I know my goals will be achieved. Like I believe in God, I work hard, so I know my goals will be achieved, right? It's just like, in what timeline will it be achieved, right? Because everything that I want, I already submitted my stuff for it, so now it's just waiting for decisions. And decisions can be a no, right? So if it's a no, I'll try again in the future, right? Or even if it's a yes, I don't have the money for it, can't do that, right? So I'm excited for sure. Now it's just like uncertainty about the future, which makes me a little nervous, right? Because I am saying, okay, I'm not gonna have nothing to do for 6 months. I agreed to that prior to graduating, but after that 6-month mark, okay, what am I doing now after 6 months? That's the scary part. But for graduating, I'm ready to graduate for sure. So we're gonna put this in the closet with my graduation dress. Okay. Garbage. What are we saying? Somebody said, hi, just watch your shorts. Okay. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't really like that saying it's God's plan. I feel like I do agree it's God's plan, but like I don't like that saying. The reason why, even though I'm a religious person, I believe in a higher power than myself, I feel like people saying sometimes, I feel like that term God's plan, particularly if you're not accepted into something, is to take that, the reason why you weren't accepted, off of you and to blame the universe. No, I don't like that, right? It's like, I feel like sometimes that you often see the saying it's God's plan when people die, right? People are like, oh, it's God's plan. What do you mean it was God's plan for this person to die? Especially if the person was really young, right? So I oftentimes equate it to saying, if I'm not accepted something, I'm not going to say it's God's plan, right? I'm just going to be like, okay, I guess they didn't want me. Maybe there was somebody better. Maybe I just didn't try hard enough, right? Maybe I just wasn't up to par with what they wanted. It's not God's plan, right? It is, but it's not. That's not how I see it. So yeah, like I said, not really something I have to think about now. That's next month's problem for me to worry about. Right now, this month, the month of December, is a happy month. You get to graduate in December. You get to celebrate that. It was my birthday. You get to celebrate that. It's my mom's birthday. It's Christmas. You get to celebrate that. Starting the new year, you get the new stressors on what you got to worry about. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. It could be good. It could be bad for y'all. I don't know. I've been stressing for the whole year. I'm going to celebrate my graduation and I'm going to be proud of it. And the future is next month's problem, not mine. What are we saying? V said, Mia, good news. School was 10s, done okay, done only worksheets, done at the end of the day. Okay, cool. That sounds cool. So you only had worksheets to do, is what I'm hearing. And you got all 10s on them. Congratulations. Are you on lunch break? V, don't text while in class, all right? Make sure to pay attention to your schoolwork, right? You need to do good in school, get the best grades possible. We're glad you could hop on and update us. All right. Just got water in it. Okay. I want to say I'm done for today, but we didn't really do much. Let me see. Do I have garbage bags is the question. Let me see if I have that. I know what we could do. Let's clean my desk. All that stuff doesn't need to be on my desk anymore. So this is the matching carry-on. So like I was thinking I want to bring a lot of stuff back home from school. I was thinking let me use this as a carry-on, but isn't this too big? They changed, like the airlines, they changed a new carry-on requirement. So this is too big. I can't use this as a carry-on. I'm looking at it, I feel like I know that already. So they would probably try to charge me for this, saying it's too bulky, honestly. So I'd like to use this as just an item to transport my schoolwork. So yeah. Okay. V Cat said, I don't like the idea of God's plan either. I also believe it's technically untrue because God gave us full will. That's why bad things will happen in the first place. Yeah, and I agree with it too. I agree. It's like I'm saying, like I'm manifesting that I'll be accepted where I want to be accepted, right? But for things that doesn't happen, like if it doesn't happen, it's like it's not God's plan. There was probably a better person, a better applicant, right? Or maybe something was lacking somewhere, right? It's not God's plan, right? It was because of the people who were making the decision. It wasn't because of God's plan, right? So, and yeah, so like I believe in religion. Like I always say, I believe in a higher power than myself for sure. That is a thing, but I don't know. I guess I just always grew up with like intrinsic motivation, right? And I say that to say, even when it comes to my schoolwork, sometimes and you could tell this about a person, how they approach things in life, right? Sometimes when people fail in life, particularly if you fail at the most comprehensible example is like in school, right? If you're looking at from a psychological perspective, if a student were to fail a test in school, there are two types of students. One student will be like, oh man, that was because of me. I didn't study hard enough. I didn't understand the material. That student has intrinsic motivation. Another student will be like, oh man, I failed the test because the professor was terrible, because the professor was terrible, the resources wasn't understandable. They will say a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't place the reason why they failed on themselves, right? And mind you, I understand that sometimes there's going to be, I don't know, a standardized test, or there's going to be a type of reading that's just not accessible or just not clicking with your head. There's nothing wrong with that. Things bias in exams, things like that, it does exist. However, if you're looking at something where all the resources were provided to you, both students had the same exact equal opportunity to succeed at this thing, and one student succeeded and one student didn't, that really shows if you have extrinsic or intrinsic motivation, right? So I feel like when we're looking at things like particularly like the job hiring process or being accepted to college or grad school or another program, I feel like in a way you have to have that extrinsic motivation a little bit, but at the same time you have to have the intrinsic motivation. So I say this to say, like, if I'm applying to a job, right, and I know I'm qualified on paper, right, or if I'm applying for a degree program and I know I'm qualified on paper, but if I don't get accepted, it's not to say that you were terrible. It's not to say that you weren't qualified. It's just to say that there was a better person, right? Because somebody else was making that decision. So a little bit, that's me placing a little bit of emphasis on that extrinsic motivation. But at the same time, if I applied for a job, if I applied for a program and I knew I was qualified on paper for it, and I exceed qualifications and I wasn't accepted, there's always that little question as to why, right? So I do agree, Kat, it's just really interesting ways to look at different things in the world, right? So, and different things, right? So it's a very, multifaceted answer when we look at that idea of God's plan, I feel like, and it depends on what context you're using it, right? But at its core, I feel like when people say it was God's plan, you succeeded, or when people say it was God's plan, you didn't succeed, that's them taking the burden off of themselves, right? And it's always good to do that, but sometimes it's always not. So yeah. But that's like a multifaceted answer, and like different answers can be given depending on what context and what you're looking at, I feel like. Wow, it's 10:26 in Los Angeles. Kat said, also for lunch, Mia, I had, a small tray of shrimp scampi. Sounds good. Wow, only $7 and it made you full. How some people in my position get full plates of Chipotle or something else expensive every day. That's crazy, man. Wow. Yeah, $7 is a good deal to make you, especially for shrimp scampi. But yeah, Chipotle, I see those. I've never had Chipotle myself, but I've seen people on social media order Chipotle. And when I tell you those burrito bowls are huge, Okay. Mia, do you love that shirt? Yeah, it's a cool shirt. Yeah. Hey, 688. Some people just aren't academic, but can do an amazing job practically. I understand your perspective. I really do. I don't know. I understand your perspective, but I want to disagree with that. Particularly if we're looking at K through 12. When we're looking at K through 12, I feel like you can't say some people aren't just academic. I know that label was placed on kids from a young age, but particularly when we're looking at K through 12, when we're looking at elementary school until high school, you should not, in my opinion is that you should not say some people aren't just academic, because you're a minor. You have no choice. That's your job. You're K through 12. You're a minor. You're in elementary school, middle school, high school. I understand that, hey, you may not go to a good public school. You may not have the support of your parents, right? But at its core, what else is there for you to focus on, right? So even if a kid is not motivated academically through K through 12, they should still try. They should still be pushed to try, and they should still have the knowledge to graduate. I feel like if somebody is not successful in K through 12, you're not going to be successful as an adult. You're telling me you can't graduate elementary school, you can't graduate middle school, you can't graduate high school, particularly if you're from a Western culture. I understand if you're from outside of America, right? I understand that because like different cultural norms, different jobs, different lived experiences, right? But if you are from a Western culture, particularly from America, you should be able to get through K through 12, in my opinion. You should be able to graduate. If you're graduating with a C's, be happy with that, right? When we're looking at higher education, college, graduate school, med school, law school, I understand by saying that some people aren't academic, because that challenges a person. Not everybody can go to college and succeed. Not everybody could go to grad school, succeed. Not everybody could go to law school, succeed. Med school, succeed. PhD school, succeed, etc. Because that's the high you're getting. You have to think more critically, right? You got to analyze things a little differently, right? But K through 12, at least in America, you should be able to do that. If you can't do that, you need to reevaluate your life and go back and do that, in my opinion, right? But I do agree. Some people do not get good grades in school, but they're good in the workforce. That is true. But I feel like if you can't get good grades in school, I feel like you just didn't apply yourself. You just didn't ask the right questions, right? You really didn't try, in my opinion, or you just didn't use your full resources to the fullest extent. Because when you come in higher education, at least from my experience, there's a lot of resources available to you in college. Like there's a lot of resources available to you in graduate school. So I feel like use those resources. Sometimes I'll be on the internet and I see people saying that that they had to retake college algebra or a college English class like 5 times before they passed it. And everybody in the chat's like, yeah, girl, I had to take it like 3 times. There's nothing wrong with that. And I read those and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? You didn't try your best. You didn't apply yourself. You did not use the resources. It's not normal having to retake a college class 5 times. You didn't learn and use your resources the other times. And that could be my academic privilege speaking, but it's not, because you know how I succeeded? I succeeded because one, shout out to my parents, shout out to my mom. I had a good foundation, but at the same time, it wasn't easy for me to do well academically. I had to use my resources that was provided to all students. That's using the tutoring services. That's using the professors that are available to me. Students who complete classes more than 2 times, you're just not using your resources that's available to you, and that's a problem in my opinion, right? But I just want to share that little snippet, right? So that's my opinion on it. What do we say? Thank you, glad you like my shirt. Claudia said, do not talk about Chipotle. I love Chipotle. You're easily persuaded to buy some? Okay. I will not talk about Chipotle. I promise y'all. I won't talk about it no more. Okay, what's your go-to Chipotle order? PR said, ma'am, how do you think about Denzel Washington? I think Queen Mother's obsessed with him. She's always talking about him. She's always said Stu's her Denzel Washington, so I guess that's how I think about him. Thank you, V. You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Kat said, yeah, Chipotle burritos are huge and yummy, but wow, $13 to $15 a day, Monday through Friday. That's why I tried to bring lunch and you forgot to get the shrimp scampi meal. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's a little hefty, but you said if it's big, the only way I would justify like spending $13 on one meal is like if it's gonna be lunch and dinner, right? So, but shout out to you for finding that $7 shrimp scampi. That was a really good deal. Seinfeld or Breaking Bad. I've seen neither of those shows. I've never seen those shows. Claudia said on Saturday Chipotle will have buy one get one free after 4 p.m. That sounds like a really good deal. Really good deal. Claudia said Chipotle is pricey, but it's so good. Kat said, that's a good deal, Claudia. I wonder if I have that at my local Chipotle. Thank you so much for your kind words, 89. 76, Mia's beautiful, hard, intelligent. Thank you so much for your kind words. Kat said, I like Seinfeld as a comfort show, but Breaking Bad was really interesting, but low-key traumatizing, so I watched it once and probably won't watch it again. Okay, I'm gonna have to stay away from that shows. I cannot do shows that have an undertone of being traumatic for some reason. I just don't like them at all. So it's time to pack up the paintings. I did all these paintings at my RA events. Painting is very relaxing. So this is one. This is two. This is not my best work, I will admit, but it was decent for the time that I had doing the artwork. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, now these comments. I don't want to turn the camera because I still have some dolls hanging up some places, and I don't want that false community guideline strike. But we'll see what we can do. Even though I always walk with this calculator. This is one of the best calculators I've ever used. Even though I'm graduating, I will still be taking this calculator home with me because for some reason I am like emotionally attached to this calculator because all throughout graduate school I did not expect to have statistics. And when I tell you this saved my life more than once, we're bringing this home with me. Okay. Well, not my life, my grades, but like, you know what I mean. All right. Mia, did you pass gas? No, not to my knowledge. Did you, Eagle? Hey, good painting. Thank you. Glad you like them. Kat said, Breaking Bad is about a man with cancer who slowly turns into a violent drug dealer. What? I guess he's at the end of his life. He has no choice, so he's just going to do a crime. Wow. You literally follow a man who humanity is slowly broken. It's a good show, but kind of sad. Yeah, that definitely sounds sad for sure. It sounds like it. I love Positive said, so you took a lot of statistics classes in graduate school, so you're a statistics master? I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm not a master. I feel like you had to study it to be a master, but I've taken a good amount. Maybe like 10 probably, including undergrad and grad school. About 8 to 10 statistics classes. Okay. Right. La boo boo, la boo boo, la boo boo, la boo boo. Nobody likes the boo boo. Sorry guys, that was so weird. Sorry. Okay. Mia, after graduating, what's your future plans? My future plans is to continue to excel academically and professionally and etc. Right? I'm not gonna give you guys a full-on clear answer on what I will be doing in the future, right? Like my future professional / academic plans. I can say I will continue to post content on social media, continue to grow my social media for sure. But when we come into like what I'm using my degrees for and things like that, I'm just not going to be sharing it at this current moment of time, right? Like, I appreciate you guys as my supporters and etc. But I'm a big contender when too many people know what you want to succeed and what you want to do. Not to say you're going to put bad juju on it, but like, when too much people know what you want to do, in my opinion, it's not good. So yeah, just subscribe, like the video, never unsubscribe. And in the future, one day when I achieve all my goals, y'all will definitely know for sure. What are we saying? Love Positive said, play, did you get in at least 10 statistics class? Wait, what? Did you get into, are you asking what grade I got? I got an A in my classes, but I'm not sure what you mean though, 100%. Oh, I have to film a study video for TikTok. They asked some study tips. Index cards is going to be a best friend, so I have to leave that out because I have to film that video for TikTok. I'll post it on YouTube as well. So this is just miscellaneous items. I'm gonna take these pens home. Oh, eye drops. I think these are expired, honestly. Yeah, just random stuff in here. Okay, what are we saying? Juju on the beat, sorry. That's funny, Claudia. That's funny. You're telling me you received a daily and all statistics classes. That's impressive, Mia. All right, thank you so much for your kind words. Yeah, I can tell you, I'm not gonna be a librarian. No thanks. Unless the only way I'll be a librarian is like if I am going to be like in Egypt. And I'll be like acting as like an archaeologist librarian while I'll be unless I'll be finding like new sculptures, right? Something new. That's the only way. Otherwise, I'm not going to be a librarian. So my career path is not to become an archaeologist. So therefore, I would not be a librarian. When I was younger, I was like, let me be an archaeologist for like, I was like, that's going to be my career path. But then I realized all the stuff that was worth discovering has already been discovered. So that ain't happening. But that's the only way. I'll be a librarian in Egypt, literally on the ground. I don't know, maybe an ancient tombs librarian acting as an archaeologist. But that ain't happening, so that's not happening. No shade to librarians. Y'all do good work, right? Because without you guys, we would have no books, right? No books. And no shade to y'all. You guys have great jobs, honestly. Oh man. Oh man. I forgot. I want to bring my books home. I don't want to pay for it, kids. This could fit in my mom's carry-on. I need to bring my books home because I don't want to forget anything I've learned. So all my academic books, will I open it when I'm home? I don't know, but I want it close to me, especially like with content for y'all. I can make like education videos. I need to bring my books home. So let's go through the books. So that's what we're gonna pivot and do really quickly. Go through my books and see what I'm going to. Who in the world is that? I don't know who that is. Somebody emailed me. Okay. We're underneath the bat, guys. Hopefully it doesn't freak you out. Okay. Okay. You also completed library graduate. That is cool. That is cool. Awesome. Okay. We're gonna bring this home. Okay. These are the books that I use this semester in my classes. We're gonna bring these. It's good to bring your notes to home with you guys if you take in a class. Like, ever since when I was younger, I was always, not even younger, when I was in college, I was like, well, as soon as I graduate, I'm gonna burn all my books. And then I realized how much valuable information my notes are, how valuable my notes are. I was like, oop, I can't burn you, so I cannot burn these, no matter how much it will be satisfying to watch it burn, right? I'm like, this has good information. I took notes, and those some good notes I took, right? So, gotta keep them. All right, wow, I got a lot. Look at all these books. These are all, I want to bring all that home. How in the world am I going to bring all this home? Well, I want to bring all that to my pink room in New York. Like, that's not happening, guys. There's no way all that's coming home with me. But let's see what's most important to me. Okay, we got some public administration. We got criminal justice. Criminal justice is fun. Let's bring some criminal justice stuff. Budgeting. We're going to bring budgeting. This class was dreadful. It was interesting, but it was dreadful, so we're going to bring this home. We're not bringing everything. It all can't fit. This is another budgeting book. I needed 2 books for my budgeting class. That's how much my professor required me to write. What is this? Criminal Justice 7705. Which one was this? Research methods? Oh, no. This was law in the legal process. Criminal justice. Do you guys want some criminal justice facts today? Random page. A covert entry warrant is a sneak and peek warrant. Okay, this allows officers to enter unoccupied premises or homes. They can search for specific evidence and they can leave. They can do this without taking evidence. They have to leave the evidence there. Okay, this is justified. This covert entry, it's justified into a premises because officers need to first determine if certain evidence is on the premises. I forgot that. So you see why my books are important. I forgot about that little warrant. So officers just don't need a warrant to search you. They can get a warrant just to enter your house without you being there, just to see what's up in your house for them to get a correct warrant to go and get the item they want. There's a lot of stuff. If a person has an attorney, police can continue interrogation. If the person is voluntary resistant, they can contact the police. Okay. I'll bring that. What's this? This is Introduction to Public Administration. Great collection of notes. Thank you, thank you. These notes, how much is my tuition? My mom would say, I owe $57,000 in student loans. I don't know, maybe half of that is grad school. So whatever half of that, that's how much my notes are worth. Anybody want to buy it? I'll sell my notebooks to you. $57,000 in student loans. Going once. Going twice. Let me know if you want to buy my notes. Valuable information. Your classes are over and you're still reading class books. Yeah. This is data collection. Ooh, I didn't really get far with that book, did I? Okay, what's this? What is this? I remember this professor. I did not leave her a good review. Oops. I remember her. Okay. All right. Racial disparities. Difference in African Americans and whites being arrested in prison. Latinos are 6 times more likely to be arrested than white individuals. Racial differences is important depending on the type of crime. There's a truth in sentencing laws. Okay, cool. This is a lot of books, man. I handwrite all my notes. I can't, I know some people, if I took my notes on my laptop, it would be much more easy to transport, but I can't. I remember the information a lot better when I handwrite it, so I have to do this. Oh, this is budget. I'm going to take this home. This is budgeting right here. So if I want to start a business, I got to take into account the energy cost of the business, the maintenance of the business, the disposal costs, the years I estimate for it to be utilized, and etc. So this is a formula on how to calculate all that for my budgeting class. I forgot about this. Oops. So that's why it's good to keep my notes. It reminds me on what to do, or what if theoretically if I wanted to do that. What are we saying? Give me your notes. I can't give you my notes. I got student loan debt. My notes are worth a lot of money. You could buy my notes. Like I said, I owe $57,000 in student loans from undergrad and grad school. What's half $57,000? I'm not good at math. Where's my calculator, bro? Okay. Half of 57,000. Let's see. I'm good at math, but I can't do it off the top of my head. We gotta do half divided by 2. So I am selling my notes for $28,500. Whoever wants to buy my notes for $28,500 USD dollars. I promise y'all, I got an A in all my classes. I can show you my transcript. The notes are accurate. The notes are correct. All right. I got an A. $28,500. I'm selling these notes for USD. Let me know if you're interested. All right. What else we got? Psychology. We're gonna. Oh, I haven't gone. This is from undergrad. What in the world? Why do I still have this, guys? What was I learning in psychology in undergrad? What class was this? Ooh, cognitive psychology. Okay. Selective attachment. Oh my God, bro. Selective attention. Okay. Attending to one thing while ignoring the others. I have selective attention for sure. Why not sell for 100% of your student loans? Just because I don't have all of my undergraduate notebooks with me, but I have all of my graduate school notes. So that 57,000, it includes both grad school and undergrad, right? So I could sell it to y'all for like the 57,000, right? But you won't be getting the full money's worth. So I'm doing half, because if you buy half of it, you'll be buying my graduate school notes, right? And about half of my student loans are from grad school. So yeah, that's why. Guys, what type of attention do you guys have? Do you have selective attention? Selective attention is attending to one thing while ignoring the others. Do you guys have divided attention? It's paying attention to more than one thing at a time. Or those are the only 2 attentions that I wrote down. Okay. Do you guys know about the cocktail party effect? This is the ability to focus on one stimulus while filtering out other. My mom can do that. I told you guys we were in a hotel room and she was sleeping. She was literally in a deep sleep while everybody was talking loud, loud, loud. She used that cocktail party effect right there, because how were you sleeping? I did not know I still have this. Undergrad. Okay, what else we got? Ooh, I take summer classes. I don't like summer classes. Okay, it's an empty notebook. What else we got? Okay, I have a lot of empty books here as well. What book is this? Oh, this is an elective class. I have a lot of notes. I guess I don't need to bring as much as I thought initially. What is this? I'm going through each one. What is this? I don't know what this is. The book is filled, but I don't know what class this was from. Oh, public administration. Project grants. This is competitive. Recipients have no knowledge about the size of the grant before they get it. There's formula grants. This is quantifiable. That just means that's measurable, right? So yeah. McCullen v. Maryland. Is this public administration? I don't know. I don't know what class this is from, guys. I think it's public administration. Claudia said, I was returning home from vacation. I was in Mexico and my aunt made me pay online for a check bag because she swore wait over the limit. Did it, Claudia? Did it? Yeah, my mom told me to pay for one, but like I don't want to. It's $35, which isn't bad, right? But why do I have to pay for it? I can just stuff everything in my mom's carry-on. They don't weigh carry-ons, I don't think. So, excuse me. I'll just stuff everything. And like I don't need to bring everything this time, because I can, anytime I come back, I can just grab the stuff that I want, right? So, yeah, I don't want to. I'm just going to divide the notebooks that I want to bring home. So if I can't bring everything this one, I probably won't be able to bring everything because I have to bring Christmas gifts and some of my clothes. So I'll just bring the stuff that I can, and the ones that I can't, that's going to be a future problem, honestly, or future concern, because I don't want to pay to check a suitcase. Long story short, it was under. Oh no, you paid for nothing, and you told her it made me upset. No, that would make me upset as well, because you're not gonna get refunded. You're really not. So that would definitely make me upset as well. I'm looking what's in this folder. Oh, this is good stuff. This is criminal justice information right here. So all this. This was a fun class that I took. That professor was cool. Classmates were cool. This was a fun class. So this is criminal justice. Where do you want to work? Where do I want to work? I want to work somewhere that's paying me what I'm worth and a lot more. That's where I want to work. Where do you want to work? Okay. All right, what is this? So these are, so anytime Uniquely Mia talks about the goal of like imprisonment, this is where it comes from. There's a lot of main goals. The goal of imprisonment is revenge, retribution, just deterrence. As I always say, deterrence, incapacitation, rehabilitation, and restoration, with the main 3 goals being revenge, retribution, and just deterrence, right? So this is where, like, was a pamphlet that my professor gave me. Guys, you know what capital punishment is? Capital punishment is the death penalty. It is, and you know the death penalty is still legal in some states, right? So that's why you shouldn't commit a crime, but if you do, make sure you research what the punishment is in what state, right? Because the death penalty is still there. Community service, okay. Community service is work that's unpaid, obviously. This is just going over the type of sentences. Consecutive sentence is a sentence served one after another. Concurrent sentences, the sentences that serve together when you're in prison or incarcerated. They're good information. So I do not throw out my notes. I guess I get it from my mom. My mom has a ridiculous amount of papers. I'm like, why don't you throw it away? I guess, well, look at me. Why don't I throw it away? I'm going through it right now. Oh, this is when I had to write a paper. I think I did a presentation on it, but I think I did a video about it too for y'all. I wrote a criminal justice paper about history of imprisonment and the inmate, like, mental health conditions, the effects of it. So I did that, which was cool. Okay, so that's the handout. So this one. And then my classmates and I, we had to review each other's work, write it down on the paper. So I still got that. A good one. Like, that's good, but like I already know that information off the top of my head. I'm not really connected to that one. Okay, what else we got, guys? There's another folder. What in the world? Oh, this was an event that I had for my residents. Correlation was statistics. Statistics, guys. We were talking about statistics earlier. Okay. How I've structured my notes for statistics. Okay, so correlation, guys. Do you guys know what a correlation is? A correlation is any range between -1 and +1. The closer you get to negative or +1, the stronger the correlation. Pop quiz for y'all. Pop quiz. This is fun. Don't leave. I hope I'm not scaring you guys. I'm gonna give you a quick pop quiz. Okay. Which do you think is stronger? Okay. Wait, let's do 0.9 or positive. Okay. Which correlation do you think is stronger, guys? Based on what I said, remember, the stronger the correlation, okay, so the stronger the correlation towards -1 or +1 is stronger. So the closer it gets to negative or +1 is stronger. So which correlation, -0.9 or -0.8? Which correlation do you think is stronger, guys? That's the type of quizzes my professor would give to warm us up with these. Okay. We got some answers in. How many votes? We got 4 people, 8 people watching. Guys, which correlation do you... No, hey, don't share the answer, guys. Do the work yourself. Don't share the answer yet. Let's get everybody in. We don't need people piggybacking off of you guys. Okay, so which correlation do you think is stronger? Remember, the closer we get to negative or +1, the stronger the correlation, right? So do you think negative 0.9 or do you think positive 0.8 is stronger? The closer we get to negative or +1, the stronger the correlation. All right, let's put our votes in. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's end the poll. We don't need nobody changing answers. Well, 60% said positive, 0.8 is the correct answer. 40% said negative 0.9 is the answer. For the people who said negative 0.9, y'all are correct. Y'all are correct. Why are you correct? Because 0.9 is closer to 1 than 0.8. The sign does not matter when we're looking at correlations, guys. Remember, for correlation, the closer we get to negative or the closer we get to positive 1, the stronger the correlation is. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. Just the closer to 1 we get, that's stronger. That was pretty fun. Did you guys like it or no? Claudia, okay. Okay. Did you guys like it? Okay, we got some people who got it right. Nice. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for participating and indulging uniquely me. That was fun. I don't know if you guys liked it. I know it was a pop quiz and it was totally unexpected. But yeah, that used to trip me up. So for the people who got it wrong, don't feel bad, because when I first learned it, it used to trip me up for sure. Honestly. But once you start like memorizing and studying it, it's gonna be pretty good. You didn't go to school, but you got it right. Nice. Sorry, Claudia. I was bringing back memories. Oh no. Hopefully I didn't traumatize you, Claudia. But y'all did good. Thank you for indulging me. That was fun. And remember, a correlation is a relationship between 2 or more variables, right? So to put it in perspective, right? So let's say a correlation showed that people who eat ice cream and who run to the park has a correlation of positive 0.8, and people who swim and go ice skating has a correlation of negative 0.9, right? That means the stronger correlation, or there's a stronger relationship between the people who have the negative 0.9 correlation than the people who have a positive 0.8. Yeah, for sure, we can do another one. You want one about correlations again? Yeah, we can do another one about correlations for sure. Let me see if I could do one to trip y'all up a little more. Probably not, but let me see. I think you guys get it now. Let's see. Okay, let's do one to trip y'all up, or try to do one to trip y'all up. Okay. Oh, okay, let's do this. All right, let me make one. Oops, so negative 0. Okay, let's write the question. Which correlation, correlation is stronger? Okay, start poll. All right, guys, so out of the 2, which correlation do y'all think is stronger? Remember what we said really quickly. The closer we get to negative or positive 1, the stronger the correlation is. So put your answers in now if y'all want to participate. See what you guys saying. See what you guys say. Okay, please pause it. Think you got it right? Okay. Got negative. All right, you got some answers in. Welcome to everybody who just joined. If you want to answer the poll, feel free to do it. We're trying to, I guess we open a new segment on the Uniquely Me channel. I'm going through my notes. So which correlation do y'all think is stronger, guys? All right. It's good to refresh our skills sometimes. So remember, correlation, the closer we get to negative or positive 1, the stronger the correlation is, right? So the closer we get to negative or positive 1, the stronger the correlation is. Oh, we forgot the trivia, cats. Do apologize. Yes, we were supposed to do trivia when we went home. We forgot about that. I can do a trivia stream by myself. So yeah, I'll try and do a trivia stream this weekend for y'all. We were supposed to do that at home with my mom, but I forgot. So let me write it down so we can remember it. Let's do trivia. Okay. All right, put your votes in. Okay. You ready? Let's end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's end the poll. Let's see what we have. What's happening? What's the answers? So 80% of y'all said the correct answer is negative 0.25, while 20% of y'all said the correct answer is positive 0.24. Shout out to everybody who said the correct answer is negative 0.25. You guys have gotten the answer correct, right? The sign doesn't matter when we get to correlations, even though it's like a 1 point difference, and even though the sign is negative, right? Most people think the correct answer is positive, but we just want the number closest to 1, right? If 1 is positive, if it's negative, doesn't matter. We just want the answer that's closest to 1 when we get in the into the field of correlations. Claudia said it's fun. Very nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that was honestly pretty fun. That was fun. So I guess going through my notes isn't too bad. Maybe I can do that spontaneously throughout the streams, right? If I can like have these notes next to me and I can ask you like some questions, because that I feel like we would have all gone through in school, but we probably forgot, right? We can just refresh those skills a little bit. That was really fun. Thank you guys for participating. Kat said this reminds me of my psychology classes, and I got some psychology notes, Kat, so like, who knows, maybe one day you'll hop on a stream and Uniquely Me will be asking a psych question for y'all. Okay, let's see, what else we got? We got experiments. Experiments has 2 groups. We got the placebo group, manipulated group. I don't think I ever told y'all what placebo is, but if you study psych, you know what it is. But like placebo groups is the groups that doesn't get any treatment, but they think they had treatment, right? So if it's like a medical study, a researcher will give the placebo group like a salt pill. The pill has no medicine in it, and they won't tell them. Whereas the manipulated group is the group that the researcher actually gives the medicine to. And why do researchers do this? Researchers essentially have 2 groups to see if an effect actually exists, right? So yeah, the placebo effect is it is funny. It is pretty cool, because you just tell somebody that they have this thing and their behavior changes. So it really shows you a lot about human behavior. Just the idea is very powerful. I feel like if we're looking at placebo effect, that's what it shows. Like the idea of something is very strong, honestly. Hey Amelia, welcome back. It's been a while since you've been here. Yes, I remember you. How are you doing today? Yes, round of applause to Claudia, Cax, Love Positive, everybody who participated in the poll. Really appreciate y'all for doing that. Remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Right now, I am packing up some of the items because I'm moving out of my room. However, I stopped to go through my notes a little bit, and I gave you guys a little pop quiz, which is pretty fun, so I will definitely be keeping these notes, so we could do more of these in the future for sure. That was fun. So let me put these notes somewhere else, because it was in the wrong folder. It wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, what are you saying? Claudia said, so you don't really need to pay attention whether it is negative or positive, just whichever is closest to 1. Yep, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, anytime a question asks you that, like which correlation is stronger, don't even look at the sign. Don't even look at the sign. Just look at the number. Which number is closest to 1, as you said. Once I figured that out, and when I started learning about it, it was so hard for me to comprehend. But trust me, once I discovered that and I was able to memorize that, it became so easy for me to like identify those questions. You've been busy? Okay, that's awesome. You are out there doing awesome and amazing things, Amelia. How's everything going with you? Love Positive said, us back in the video, and they popping up alone. And then don't touch up on the person's stomach and the process of acting as they got hurt. It wasn't her. Oh, you're talking about the placebo effect. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hey Vernon, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Vernon said, every time I hear Mia say I'm Uniquely Mia speech, I think she's about to end the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, we've been going strong for a while, Vernon, but we're still packing up some items. This stream is all about me packing up some items. I decided to give the supporters, everyone on the stream, shout out to y'all, a pop quiz because I'm going through some of my notes. So I know Claudia and other individuals said it was fun. So thank you guys for participating. Don't worry, I'm going to keep my notes and I will incorporate more of these pop quizzes throughout the future, just spontaneously throughout the live stream, right? That was really fun. So we'll do that in the future again. So I think I have all the notebooks that I theoretically really do want to bring home. It's a lot, but it's not. I'm not going to bring home everything because everything can't fit. But I'm going to show you the total books that I've decided on that I want to transport. I'm going to show it to y'all. But how's everyone doing today? I know we've been streaming for a while, right? We've been streaming since this morning. It's almost lunchtime. What are you guys eating? Would love to know. How was the massage? It was really, really relaxing, cats. Extremely relaxing. The woman, she worked out a knot in my back, but I feel like, I don't know if it, because like, she worked out a knot, but anytime I touch my back, it's sore, like in the center. So I don't know if that's where the knot was, so it still needs to heal, or if like she didn't have enough time to complete the massage and the knot's still there. But I just know anytime I touch like the center of my back, one part, it's a little sore. But apart from that, the massage was definitely a 10 out of 10. Anytime somebody wants to give me a gift from now on, I'm like, please get me a massage. Like, that's what I want from now on, a massage. Because that was super duper comfy. And I know some people said massages are supposed to hurt because while she was doing my back, it did hurt a little bit when she was massaging my back. But she was like, she was taking the tension out. So, it's really, really good. Do highly recommend that each and every one of y'all treat yourself to a massage. Even if you think you don't need it, you need it. Even if you think you don't need it, you need it for sure. You missed the pop quiz like a test. You want another one, guys? I can give you another one. Let me go through my notes before I get up. I'm gonna give you guys another one. We'll do a different topic. I don't want to make it too hard for y'all. I'm gonna do something psychology for y'all. I'll go back to undergrad a little bit. Don't want to make it too hard, but we don't make it too easy. Okay. You're cute as well, Hung. Thank you so much for your kind words. How are you doing today? Ooh, we could do this. So this is statistics in psychology. I have to take like a data analysis class in psychology. So let me find something that's easy, but not too easy. The harder, the better. The question. Okay, let's see what question we got. Not everyone will know, though. Do you guys know? Where's my iPad? I could give you this one. How will I phrase it? Okay. I'm gonna type a quick description really quickly in the chat about, I have 5% on my iPad. What do you mean? Where's my charger? Where's my charger? Oh, right here. My iPad's always dying, guys. Okay. Alright. Glad you're doing good, Hunk. Glad you're doing good. What are your plans for today? So we're gonna type in, so a nominal scale of data. This is psychology, but this is more so statistics in psychology. Nominal scale is used. It's categorical. Describe. Okay, and then ordinal. Okay. All right, so I posted a quick description in the chat, and then I'm going to ask a question in a poll. So let me ask a question. Oh, wait. What question should I ask y'all? I didn't even think about the question. Okay, I got it. No cheating, guys, okay? You don't have to do this. Don't, if you don't know it yet, if you don't know it yet, it's okay. Just try your best, right? It's supposed to be fun and just to introduce y'all to new terms and etc., right? Just exercising those critical thinking skills a little bit. All right, so as I said in the chat, a nominal scale of data, it's categorical. It's used to describe different things, whereas ordinal, it's used to rank different terms or different things that exist. So the example, if we're looking at the idea of book colors such as red, blue, pink, would you guys categorize that as being nominal, or would you categorize that as being an ordinal scale of data? What do you guys think? What do you think? Hunk said, I do massages often because I'm a bodybuilder. It's very helpful for your muscle recovery. Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice. You already know you're going to get this wrong? Okay. Okay, we got some people putting the answers in. Okay. All right. I gave y'all an easy one, though. So let's see. Let's end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Everybody got this one right. That was a pretty easy one in my defense. So everyone got it right. So nice. Yeah, a nominal scale of data. It's used to describe things, right? The order doesn't matter. That would have been ordinal. The only way that would have been ordinal is if I put the numbers in front of it. If I said 1 red, 2 blue, 3 pink, 4 orange, then that would not have been nominal. That would have instead been ordinal, right? So let me give you one more. Let's give one more. Let's do a different. Let me do a different one. Ooh, this one's a good one for y'all. This one's a good one. It's the same scale of data, but this one might challenge you a little bit. Might challenge y'all. This one's a good one. When I was learning about this one, it was always very tricky. Okay. Interval. And then we got ratio. I will admit you guys might get this right, because for my definitions, I don't want to say I dumbed it down for myself to understand, but I made it much more easy for me to understand. So you might get this right, because my definitions are pretty straightforward. This is from my personal notes. So if you read a textbook, it's similar, but it's a little different. But let's see. So interval, or what's the ratio is the next one. Okay. So what do y'all think this one is? Remember, we have new terms. So we have the 2 terms. We have interval. This is like a series with equal intervals in the number. So you can measure. It's like equal distance apart from each other, right? Between the numbers. And then a ratio. This can be numbers. This can be, it's honestly numbers most often. A true 0 can exist in this ratio thing. So if we're looking at weight or something else, something like that, true 0 can exist. So what do y'all think the answer is? Vote in the poll. This is for fun. If you are like, hey, me, I have no idea, just choose an answer. Just vote in the poll and choose an answer really quickly. All right. Let's just see what the audience is thinking. This is like, I left this book to leave it here or leave it at school. I'm gonna pack this and go home. What are we saying? Create a book of dumbed down notes. That's a good idea, honestly. It is a good idea. I could do that. That sounds like a good idea. All right, let's see. So vote in the poll. Okay, we're going to end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let us go. Okay, and alrighty, so the final votes, 60% of y'all said the answer was ratio, and 40% of y'all said the answer is interval. For the people who said the answer is ratio, y'all are correct. Why are you correct? Because a true 0 exists. Unfortunately, people can have $0 in a bank account, right? You can have zero, so and the zero actually means something. That is a true zero, right? Ratio, an example of a ratio would be something like temperature, right? Zero exists, but it's still cold outside with ratio, right? So there's a true zero, but like the zero doesn't really mean anything. The zero just means it's cold, which it means something, right? Whereas when you're looking at money, that zero actually exists, right? So there's multiple other examples, like for ratio, the most common example is like that thing with the money, and like you can have 0 apples or something like that. 0 number of cars somebody has, number of books somebody has, that can be 0, right? Things with interval, it can be weight. Like nobody really weighs 0 pounds, even a baby. They weigh something, it's not 0, so the weight is like equal distance apart, even though there is a difference between 150 pounds and 160. Weight is on a continuum. That's an interval variable, right? So yeah. Okay, 2 for 2. Nice. Congrats, Vernon. And for anyone who didn't get the answers right, if you got one answer right or no answers right, don't feel bad, right? Don't feel bad. This was just practice, right? If you're an adult and you got the answers wrong, for the most part, that's okay if you don't work in this field, because, guys, literally, I have not used that in a while. I've used it when I took the classes. In my daily life, I don't look at things in nominal, interval, ratio, variable. But if you were a student watching this, particularly if you're in K through 12 and you got the answers wrong, don't worry. There's time for, right? Reach out to your teachers, etc. You can definitely learn more about it for sure. Brittany said, I feel like a genius. Okay, nice. Hey, King, how are you doing? Aren't you supposed to have money in the bank account before they bank charge you? But not everyone has a bank account. Like that's an American perspective, right? There are people who are from outside of America or who live outside of Western cultures, and just putting their money in a bank isn't a thing, right? So or sometimes you can have a bank account, but your account can be overdrawn and you can just spend out all the money because you need to survive, right? So yeah, you can have like $0 in the bank account, or you can just have like $0 in general. But we're not looking at, when you're looking at it like that, like if a professor were to ask you that on a test, you don't look at it that critically. You just look at it with a simple fact that somebody can have $0 in the world. You say it's ratio, you're gonna get the answer right on the test. So yeah. Claudia said we get our education today. Nice. Hopefully you're enjoying it. As I think my mom said it one time, like Uniquely Mia's channel is like a box of chocolate, I think. I don't know. I feel like she said it. Wait, no, that's a lie. Barbie said that. Oops. Me and Barbie Life in the Dream House. I keep quoting Barbie randomly. But no. It was Barbie who said that. Ken, I think Ryan and Barbie Life in the Dream House, Ryan was obsessed with Barbie, so Ryan wanted to give Barbie chocolate. So Ken gave Barbie chocolate, and then Barbie was like, no, your face is like a box of chocolate, because it was really funny. You guys should watch Barbie Life in the Dream House. But anyway, I say that to say, but a box of chocolate is like an assortment of different things, right? So like Uniquely Mia channel, like an assortment of different things as well. So you never know what you're going to get with the Uniquely Mia channel. And these are all empty books, right? So it's always good to have empty books, but I'm not going to bring an empty book home because I need to bring my books with notes first, rather. That's more important to me. So let's see. So these are all the books that I'm going to bring home, or I want to bring home at least. Will they all make it in transport? Maybe not, but at least we separated it so we know where to put them. I need a bag, but we're going to leave this out for a second. We're not going to pack this now. We're just going to leave them out, and I'll separate it later. All right. Okay. What are y'all saying? Vernon said you can have a 0 balance in your bank account to be in a negative. True. King said for some reason I was always told to leave some money in your account. No, that's good. You should never get to the point where your bank account's a negative, because I think my mom said if you buy something your bank account's negative, you're going to be charged a fee for that negative account. So you're losing money when your bank account is at negative, right? And you just need some type of security, right? If you don't have to be the richest person, but you need a budget and you need to have some type of security, and that security comes with having money in the bank account. So you should never have $0 in your account. That's not encouraged or recommended, but some people got no choice. So you need to live, you need money, you need to spend the money, you just can't budget. It's not feasible for some people, and that's okay, right? But yeah. Okay, what are we saying? But how are you doing today, Vernon, King, everybody on the live stream? Shout out to people who have been here for a while. I know Katz has been here for a while. Claudia, you guys have been here for a while. Really, really do appreciate you guys. Shout out to people who were on the stream earlier. King of the Weather was here earlier. Shout out to Amelia, who was here. Shout out to Syria, who was here. Really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Love Positive, who has been here for a while. Really means a lot. Shout out to all of Uniquely Mia supporters, right? I really do appreciate your subscription to the channel and you guys being here. We are packing up my room. We've been going strong for a long time. So we're getting tired. So let's fast track this so we could be finished packing up soon. I'm not going to get to everything today. I'm definitely going to have to do some more tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but I say that. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow too. But we're definitely going to have to do the rest another day. But what I do want to do for now is empty out my desk. There's not a lot of stuff here, but I just want to get it to a point where it's like semi-empty because I don't really need this stuff here on it anymore. So yeah, but what are we saying? It depends on who you're banking with. A lot of banks has a zero draft fees. Zero overdraft fees. Yeah, that is true, Brandon, for sure. I do agree with that. What is it? This is garbage. Okay, garbage. What can you see? That's my desk. So these Post-it stickers or sticky notes are very useful. I do like them. I was introduced to them this semester and they're pretty good. Push pins. Nail polish. My gratification when it comes to like ripping up my notebooks, this is my syllabus. I'm done with the syllabus. I don't gotta use this no more. This is a pen. This is a good pen. My mom would take this pen for me. This is like a gel pen. Here's my iPod. What are we saying? Ooh, Claudia said you might make yourself a sandwich for lunch. Sounds really good. Sounds good. What type of sandwich are you thinking about? Tuna sandwich from Subway would be really good right now. Tuna sandwich, very, very good. I don't know what they be putting in their sandwiches, but it tastes really good, guys. Okay, let's put this right over here. And then these are my books. Buy my book, The Adventures of Uniquely Mia, from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, which is now available on Amazon. The link to it is in my description box. So go to my YouTube homepage, click links, the link will be right there. This is the shiny version, matte version. I'm gonna throw this box away. When I first got my Labubu, I was like, I'm gonna keep it. Now I don't really even need the box, honestly. Ooh, a ham sandwich, nice. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I have croissants. I'm thinking about like a croissant and cheese and maybe mozzarella sticks. Not the most healthy meal, I know. But like my mom, she sent me with food and I'm working on what I have. I think my school's dining hall is open, but I'm not sure, right? If my school's dining, I'm gonna check and see if it's open and maybe sometime this week I'll go to the dining hall with y'all. But that's far and I don't want to walk down there. So my mom sent me with stuff. So it's not the healthiest, I know, but like we're going for quick and accessible, easy stuff to make that's gonna fill me up, not for health right now. So yeah. A nail file. Okay. More pens. You gotta save your pennies, guys. Don't throw away your pennies. They discontinued pennies. So pennies are going to be worth a lot. We probably won't benefit from how much it's worth, but I guess save it. I don't know. I'll have to take this. Where's my wallet? I'm going to put this in my wallet. Where might fall out? I'll put it in here. It'll be like a treasure chest for pennies. It's a ring box. That's funny.
Hey, Robert. Glad you could be here. I saw your movie from your birthday. You look in this gold princess dress. Thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. Was definitely a pleasure making it. Thank you so much for watching it. I really, really do appreciate you watching that video. Right now I'm packing up. I'm moving out soon, so just packing up some of these items. Alrighty, guys. How we looking? We're looking okay with this. What else we gotta pack? Okay, this is garbage, I said. Let me make sure I see the comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, we're still good. I have like dolls that I use to decorate my room, but I can't show it to you guys because I don't want to get a false community guideline strike. Yeah, I don't want to get a false community guideline strike, so I'm not gonna show you guys the dolls on stream. One doll that I'm low-key really sad about, which I will have to leave at the state in which I attend school for a little while, is my Harry Potter doll. Like, she is so pretty. I love this Harry Potter doll so much, and I really wish I could bring her home with me, but she's just too big. Like, I don't think the only way I could ever transport her is if she goes in a suitcase, because a carry-on will literally crush the box, and I don't want the box to be crushed. So one day I'll have no choice but to pay for a suitcase to bring her home, but for now she's gonna have to chillax and stay here. She's so pretty. Like, it's Ravenclaw and everything. I'm a doll collector. I just like collecting them just to look at. They're really fun to me. What are you saying? Claudia said, well, I gotta go. Get ready for work. Okay, nice joining your live stream this morning. Pleasure having you on, Claudia. Thank you so much for being here and spending time on the stream. It was a pleasure engaging with you and talking with you as always. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flow Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Have a great rest of your day, Claudia. These are from the Dominican Republic. Birds to decorate your room, which is really cool. have cups that my school gave me when I was graduating undergrad. Can't show it to y'all because it has my school's name on it. And I brought it to school to decorate. And now I gotta pack it. Oops. Okay. We're looking pretty good. This can go up here so I don't forget it. It's a stick pack. This is this garbage. Does medicine expire, guys? I feel like medicine expires. Let me read it and see. This is Robitussin. Nope, it's still good. It expires in 2026, so we can keep it. Okay, garbage. Nail polish. Wipe down the desk there. So it's all garbage. Then what we have? We got nail stuff. This is socks. It's a bag. This is all my nail polish stuff that I have at school. We're just gonna put it over here. We're just gonna put it over here. Like, this is the live streaming table where I normally stream from, just so we could clear that area right there. These are my Betsy Johnson. These are my first glasses that I've ever had. The prescription needs to change. So Uniquely Mia's unique sense of fashion has always existed because I got these even before I started streaming or making content on social media. Like, it's two-toned, Betsy Johnson. They're pretty cool. And they got the hearts. Where's the hearts? Oops. Bruh. Hearts are on the side, which is pretty cool. But the prescription needs to change. So we're gonna do that. I lost my okay. To quickly show you what I'm doing, found some more clothes that I had packed up in the corner. We gotta put it in this suitcase right here. This is mostly summer clothes and winter clothes that was still out. Literally, guys, if you are moving on campus anytime soon, you really only need, like, what is it, one suitcase of clothes and, like, divide it between summer and fall, because I always think I'm going to wear all these clothes, and when I tell you I never do, I really never do. We're just gonna overstuff it. It's gonna close. This is a cool sweater. Can't wear it. And this is more summer stuff.
wash. Tomorrow's already closed. I think we're good, honestly. We did all we're gonna do today. This is getting kind of tiring for me. So I'm gonna show you guys what we did do. Let me throw this away. It doesn't look like we did anything. Let me close my carry-on. It doesn't look like that we did much, but we did a decent amount. I think I'll live stream tomorrow as well. I'm going to pack up, come to my bathroom tomorrow. I'm going to start doing my bathroom stuff. Tomorrow I'll probably also make it towards like the tapestries to take down the paintings and things like that. But this is what we did. It doesn't look like a lot, I promise y'all. But we organized the books. So these are the books I'm going to be taking home. Those are the books that's going to be taken left. We cleaned up the desk area. So all this is packed up the way it is. Like, that can be transported by itself. That's one thing that can be transported by itself. This suitcase was filled with clothes, so we filled it with clothes. This suitcase, we put all the clothes that we will be bringing in. The stuff underneath the bed, that is just for my bedding. So the bed is the last thing that's moved, because obviously I gotta like sleep on the bed on the sheets until like my mom comes to officially move me out. So that's gonna be moved the day of. That's gonna be taken off. So all I gotta do is I'm gonna even leave the carry-on open. So my room definitely looks like, what is it, like people like to describe it as like a battlefield. That's how my room looks, like literally as a battlefield. It looks so messy right now, but there's not much I could do. Like for my jackets, I have some jackets and sweaters. I don't like to fold those and put it in suitcases or carry-ons because it just takes up so much weight, so much space. I'm gonna transport that on the hangers, so like that. How far am I away from home? I'm like I don't know, like 2 hours, you can say, 2 to 3 hours. So it's not that close, but it's pretty far. Especially that's like without traffic. With traffic, it's a lot farther for sure. So yeah, we made decent. Honestly, the tapestry makes it look like it has a lot of stuff. Like it's once my tapestry comes down, guys, and once my sheet is put up, it's going to look like nothing's in here. The tapestry really pulls everything together and makes it look like a lot of stuff. But yeah, it won't be too far. So guys, do you have any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? It was definitely enjoyable streaming for y'all. I do hope y'all enjoyed this spontaneous live stream. As you guys know, if you're a returning supporter, I do have a live streaming schedule where I stream on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, decided, you know what, it's time for me to start packing some stuff away. So I thought it would be fun to stream it because I don't think I've ever done that. So I'll stream it tomorrow as well for you guys. So like, make sure you subscribe with your post notifications turned on. I don't even know what time I started streaming today, so I can't even say that I'm gonna start the stream around the same time. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream for y'all. As always, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning on the live stream and watching and being here. It was definitely enjoyable. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I share what my life is like. I got fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. If you want to see more of like my content, definitely check out some of my full nutritional YouTube videos. I most recently dropped my birthday weekend adventure video. So if you haven't watched it, do consider watching it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, guys.